All right, and we are live. What's up, everybody? Cajun Coin Hunter here with you tonight, aka Boudreaux. Yep, we got the Cajun Coin Hunter hat on tonight. All right, David Carlisle, what's up, Mona Me? How you doing? First like, yeah. I got my links all sent out. Man, had a busy day, and I didn't even do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Missy was busy. But that phone rang off the hook. We over here, we over here, we over here. We can't get this here. I said, okay, go to the electric place. Got a couple light bulbs to pick up, you know. All right. They gave her the wrong ones. I told them I wanted the old style, old style filament bulb. Incandescent. What's up there, Mr. Russ?
What's up?
Yeah, I like that.
Ooh, I just jumped out of the shower, man.
Oh, I shaved earlier. I didn't had my bad this morning. But,
Yeah. I've been outside all day, so I had to get the crud off of me.
it's mine, David. It's not today. It's in a couple of days, but it's closer to this stream than it is next stream. So, and yeah, I'm moving it to Thursdays because, but yeah, I used to go live on Thursdays too. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And sometimes I went live 4 days a week when I had the silver wheels, but there wasn't hardly nobody streaming back then. You know, there was like me. What's up, Scott? If you want a link, I'll send you one. I know you got the flu. So, anyway, I used to go live sometimes 5 days a week, but nobody was live back then. You know, Google Hangouts bit the dust. You know, they canceled that. And StreamYard was in its infancy. I mean, it just started. And me and Roadrunner were the only two coin channels on StreamYard. We taught a bunch of other people StreamYard. Like, hey, how you do that, man? I want to go live. You know, I can't go live with a panel anymore. Or you can go live, you know, with YouTube or Google, but you was there by yourself. You couldn't have a panel. So, but anyway, I mean, there was a couple of others there. Don't get me wrong, but me and Roadrunner, kind of lit the fire. But man, you can look to see who you subscribe to, and that would be like one or two people live. You know, once or twice a week. Now I got 40 friends live. There's Miss Missy. Tommy Hanlon, what's up? Okay, what you was fixing to say before I rudely interrupted you?
I don't remember.
I was talking about going live, and hardly nobody was there back then.
Oh, I was gonna say I remember Google Hangouts. We used to hang out in there a little bit ourselves.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, we would go live with it on YouTube.
Yeah. There was some of us creators from years ago that somebody would initiate the live, and all of us would have links to that Google Hangout. You know,
right?
And we'd do that every now and then.
It's pretty cool. And you had to send the link out in the email because, boy, I tell you what, man, them trollers were hitting. They were hitting us on StreamYard too.
Oh yeah, I've seen them in StreamYard bad before.
They would. I think that was before we could kick them out. See, we couldn't ban them from backstage back then. Now we can. Man, there'd be like 2 or 3 of them up in there, and they, doing all that funny stuff.
That's just having nothing to do. People
Yeah,
do
well,
that crap, man. It's just
you
like get a
said that
life.
right.
Get a life. Jeez. Probably a bunch of 12-year-olds. That's what they act like anyway.
In their mama's basement.
Yeah.
Damn, Scott, you got a fever of 103? I know your temperature was 98.1, which that's a little low because Missy's is low all the time, like that, 98.1.
No.
On that paper you sent in the email, I mean, in the text mix, Missy saw it. She thought it was the title to the car. She didn't look at it. She saw a piece of paper. Hey, Scott got the title to the car. Cleared. The Moose, what's up? Let's see what I'm missing in here. Yeah, anyway, get well soon, Scott. Yeah, I like them regular thermometers, that you shake with the mercury in them. Little glass tube about that long. Shake them down. That's the ones I like. They show you in that little red 98.6.
Yep. Old school there.
Oh, yeah. And they had another one, too.
That's kind of I grew up with. Them little glass ones you put up under your tongue.
Yeah, they had the other one, too. That was in a separate tube marked, started with a A.
Yeah. My wife's got a couple of candy thermometers that have still made out of glass and mercury,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. I guess that's mercury. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, when my mama died, we still had 1 or 2 around the house. She was a nurse for over 40 years at Abbeville General. And
Yeah.
she was a nurse before it was Abbeville General, the old hospital in town, before they built the new one. It was the old Palms Hospital. A bunch of palm trees around it.
Trying to get my wife to bring a coin in here that she got about 2 weeks ago from work. Somebody gave her change, and it ain't worth much. I think she looked and it was like $12 or something, but it was pretty odd. I've never seen.
Take a picture of it with your phone. A good clear picture, front and back, and then send them to me in a text mix.
Well, I'm gonna show you the coin in just a minute.
Oh, okay.
If she'll bring it in here.
Okay.
It ain't nothing special. It looks like a fairly new quarter, but they forgot to print the back of it.
What?
There ain't
really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a error there.
Yeah.
If it's a new quarter.
Well, I don't know how new it is, but it looked real new when she showed me. It was nice and silver looking. But I told her to bring it in here. She's on the phone right now, but she'll get to it.
The one with the new face on George Washington, and he's facing the other way.
Yeah.
Got that big, look like he's fat now.
Yeah.
Instead of skinny. And then on the back, it's the women's quarters. It's the women's series. Okay. They got the Hawaiian woman, the Indian woman, the Chinese woman. They all had something to do over here in the States. That was
right.
Something of some significance.
Gotcha. Yep. I've been working on a golf cart all day. Well, I haven't been working. My buddy owns it, and he's getting ready to go somewhere in a couple of weeks, and he was hauling that with him. He said that he can't get it to charge. And he asked would I look at it, so I did. And it wasn't nothing to it. It was easy fix. What it done, he run his batteries completely out. They're new batteries, but the last time I used it, he run them all the way down to 0.
Oh, you can't do that.
With that charger that you charge with, it's got a little circuit board in there that senses DC voltage, and that's what tells the charger to turn on. So if there's no DC voltage when you plug it up, it ain't gonna turn on. So I had to charge them all just a little bit with a 12 volt. They're in series, so 6-volt batteries or 6 of them. And I took 2 batteries at a time, and I hooked a 12-volt charger to 2 at a time which is 12 volts, for
Yeah.
about an hour on each three banks.
Yeah.
Got enough voltage in there, plugged it up. It's been charging all day. I finally unhooked it earlier. It's showing full, but it's supposed to cut itself off when it's fully charged. But
Hang on,
Yeah, it's supposed to.
get them crackers too. Bought some cheese nippets last night.
Oh, them Cheez-Its? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. We buy them every now and then. We splurge.
Yeah. She just told me she wouldn't bring it in. Her nippets or Cheez-Its, whatever they are.
What's up there, Miss Katz? How you doing? Well, thank you much. Thank you for the birthday wish, Miss Mercer.
Did I just hear you say you was moving your night to Thursdays that you go live on?
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine that goes live. I didn't finish that, did I? I got a buddy of mine that goes live on Wednesdays. Joe Durbin, he does a coin auction.
Okay.
Now, I was doing my Wednesdays, and he used to come in my coin auctions. I had a multi-channel coin auction. There'd be like 4 of us in here, sometimes 5. I had to cut that, kind of short. I mean, the amount of channels. So I would do just 3 channels, 3 other ones, and then myself.
Right.
And he used to join in mine. And then when I quit, when I stopped doing the silver wheels for a while and the coin auctions, he started on Wednesday because he was doing 2 nights a week. Now he's doing 3. And then when I started back, he came for 1 or 2 multi-channel auctions, but it was too much on it 4 nights a week. All right, I see you got the coin, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the date is on that. Turn my flashlight on.
See if you recognize if it's a newer Washington head.
It's a 2023.
That's a new one. They had the ladies on the back.
Yeah, let me turn this flashlight back off. Yeah, it's got a lady on the back, but that's all it's got. See, there's the back of it. There's no God and God we trust or none of that. Is that supposed to be like that? And here's the front of it.
Why tell you touch the back if you don't? Yeah, hold it like that. From now on, hold it like that. Man, if you can, put that in the envelope. Just to save it. But show me that again. That's a 2023. That's a Washington. And there's just let's see how thick it is. Let me look at how thick it is. It might be, no, don't hold it like that. Please don't hold it like that. There you go.
What do you want me to do?
Just hold it by the edges. Please don't get your oil on them. No, it's not it don't look like a cap. Man, that's weird that it took the image of the lady and not the
yeah, there's no printing on there whatsoever.
There's something. I don't know if I got one like that. There's a hint. Maybe that's, I don't know. There's a shadow in there. Okay, it's a shadow. I'm saying.
I think that's just oil from my fingers.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's odd.
Yeah.
I don't know if I forget who that is. That's not Angelou.
She showed it to me when she came in from work. I'm gonna set it up here on this paper.
Man, that's a good find. Wow. I'm gonna have to show that to Big T Coins is live tonight. Damn, that's the first time he goes live on a Thursday in a long time.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of odd. It's a new coin. So undoubtedly there's supposed to be some printing on there. I've never seen a coin that didn't have print, but that's weird.
Well, I don't know of one like that. And John Chum, he's up at Canadian border. Okay, John Chum Adventures. He's a little buddy of mine. I've been knowing him for about 6 years, probably something like that. He got one with no writing on it. David Carlisle, have you ever seen one? And Miss Mercer, have you ever seen one?
I don't know nothing about coins, but she come in here. She goes, "Look at this." I looked at the front of it. I said, "It's a quarter." She goes, "Look at the back of it." I went, "Huh?" I said, "That's weird."
Yeah, it is. That's odd. I don't know if they made any like that.
I don't know. That's what I was trying to find out. Is it a flaw, an error, or is it meant to be like that?
Oh, if it left a mint like that and it wasn't supposed to be like that, that's a for sure error. But
Yeah.
it depends on how many they got out there in the public
Well,
hands.
Tarina
If
says
it's an error,
Tarina said she looked it up online. I guess she Googled it or whatever, and she says it's worth $12. I'm like, okay.
well, then it's an
hang
error.
on to it. I said, hang on to it. Then maybe in 20 years it's worth $13.
21 South Carolina. He said break 1-9 for the coon hunter. What's up, man? How you been doing? Reading the
The way
mail.
inflation's going, that thing would be worth $12.50 in no time.
Well, I'll tell you what, when they came out with the W quarters and they only had a couple of million of 2 million of each design, man, that was like a national treasure hunt right there. People were scrounging, buying boxes and boxes of quarters. A buddy of mine bought a whole pallet of quarters. A pallet, $50,000 worth of quarters.
Holy crap!
David Carlisle knows him, man. He was the W quarter king. He was captain captain something. I forgot what we used to call his name was Jeepin' John. He was up in Pee Wee Valley, Kentucky, up there, and we used to call him Captain something or something. The king of the W's, the W king, something like that. It's Jovita Idar. Yeah, tell him to send some pictures to Live Coin Q&A. I don't know if he's too interested in that, David, but I will relay the information. What's up, Frosty?
$20.23 D. I don't know if that had a D on it.
It's the 2023 Denver. It'll be right on by the head, that lady's head on the coin.
Oh, it ain't nothing on her side.
I mean on the front by George Washington.
It says Liberty.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it with your fingers. Now you got that grease
Liberty and God We Trust is on the front.
There's no D, small D, but by George Washington's next on
right below the hang on, let me get my magnifying glass.
Yeah, it should be right under Liberty or In God We Trust. In God We Trust.
I gotta get my stinking.
I think because they changed that quarter around. Let
me
me look on there to see that coin. Oh, Ozark, what's up? Ozark.
That's a P.
Oh, Pete, Philadelphia. Okay. Well, dang.
Yeah.
Well, John Chum said he's got one that's a D. So they might have minted something like that.
They might have, because it does have God We Trust on the front side.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Guess what? It is blank on purpose.
Okay, so it's worth a quarter then.
Yeah, it is blank on purpose because I see a set of them here.
Okay.
And it's blank. I've never seen one. I didn't know they were out blank like that. That's interesting.
Can I touch it with my finger now?
Yeah, you can do what you want with it. Man, I thought I was like, what? Because I thought I seen every one. Because every time Johnny would find one, and I thought I seen her on quarters already with what have you. It started in 2022. Maya Angelou was on the first one. Dr. Sally Ride, first woman in space. Uh, Jovita Ador, Mexican American journalist, activist, teacher, and suffragist. So she was one of them that suffered for women's rights or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's blank on purpose. I
That makes sense,
I was
'cause
like, wow, man,
it's
that's
not like
weird.
they etched that in there. They probably got a stamp or something. I mean, how could it not have everything there, you know?
Well, there could have been. I mean, that is quite a bit of a loss to be like what they call a a strike through. You know, like there's a piece of cloth.
Yeah.
You know that when they polish the dyes and stuff, you know they give the machines a little break and they polish the dyes when they get a little worn. And usually there's a piece of cloth or a screw would get in there, a staple or something would jump loose from the machine and catch a few coins. You know, a few because man, that thing's pumping out 12 a second, 12 per
Yeah.
second. You know, and there's a bunch of them. You know, there's not just one. There's a few
Right.
of them. And so one of them, something would bust a little spring, bust off of there, and it'll strike through, you know, and it'll be impregnated on that coin.
I got
But
you.
for that to be a cloth, you know, like, and something that went wrong like that, that would have to be a major error.
Yeah.
710, what's that? The cone. It's just a bust.
Didn't you
Don't
say?
no words. What happened? What happened?
Yeah, it looks strange. It looks like a foreign coin, like from some third world country or something. It just don't look right.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, you know.
Yeah.
She probably saw something on eBay when she was looking up the coin's worth, and
Might have.
man,
I don't know where
people
she's
sell stuff on eBay that they don't know what they're selling. They
Yeah.
ripping people off. Oh yeah, I saw what you said. The cone. It's just her bus on there.
I bought a new welding machine for my garage, and it'll run off of 120 volts or 240, but I don't have 240, so I went and bought a 50 amp breaker. It says run it on a 50 amp circuit, and I bought a 50 amp breaker, and I bought a 50 amp weld machine plug, and that's all right. Now I got to buy the freaking wire, and so I went to looking for 6 gauge. That's 50 amp, and man, it's going to cost me like $300 just about 70 foot of this stuff. And
Won't 8 gauge handle that? Because you're
no,
not going to draw
6
50 amps.
gauge, 50 amp, 8 gauge ain't enough. That's 40 amp.
Yeah, but you're not going to draw 50 amps.
I know that, but they recommend to keep the
Right.
warranty and all that it be on that circuit. So
Oh, okay.
my buddy that brought that golf cart over a few days before he brought that golf cart, he just pulled up one day. He said, "Got you some wire like that?" And he said, "This stuff come out of an old house." And he said, "Only problem is it's aluminum." I said, "Aluminum?" And I picked that up and I said, "No, that's awful heavy for freaking aluminum." Anyway, I got to looking. He done left, and I sit there and took and brushed that silver off, and it's copper, pure copper. What it is, they tin that copper to stop the copper from corrosion corroding over time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like aluminum. But what's funny is he got it from an electrician friend of his. The electrician friend is the one that said it was aluminum. I said, I don't want him working on my house. Took me about 2 seconds to figure out it was copper. It's too hard.
Yeah. Well, he just probably saw the color of it and didn't pick it up.
So I ended up getting, but it's 4 gauge.
Oh, that's heavy enough.
I checked it today. It fits into the receptacle perfect. I said, all right. Oh, that's plenty heavy enough. That's good for like 65, 70 amps. No problem.
I got some 6 gauge green wire stranded.
Yeah.
I got a whole spool of it. Somebody was going to throw it away. along with a gallon of cup grease, Baron grease, a whole
Mhm.
gallon can of it, a couple of bottles of uh, a 5 gallon can of 90 weight gear oil for tractors, rear ends and
Yeah.
stuff, and that's what tractors use. I gave it to a buddy of mine because we had a Super 8 tractor that we use all the time, so I gave it to him, to use in the tractor. So, uh, and two two little container spots that look like well, they are what's that, Lucas oil.
Yeah.
It's a big container about that tall,
Yep.
like 40 ounces or so, I think, about that big around, and it comes to a taper and it had the little nozzle on the end.
Yeah.
Lucas lubricating all, and
Lucas makes
one
some good
was,
products. I got some of their gun oil even made by Lucas. I like their stuff.
oh, I used to have for air gun nail guns,
Yeah.
and wink 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 man, we got a bunch of them at the shop, air hammers and
Hmm.
yeah, air tubes. Bat 13, what's up, man? If
I worked in the air conditioning shop for years, automotive air conditioning. It was also a part store plus they had 3 stall garage in the back. And I worked there at nights doing automotive AC, and eventually the guy went full time, and we just went to a full blown mechanic shop. But they used a lot of Lucas products, you know.
yeah, impact gun was I was trying to think of. I appreciate it, Bat 13. Appreciate it, man. Um, yeah, we used to use Lucas for the air tubes, nail guns.
Yep.
I forget what we used to use in the air compressor.
That
It
gun
was
oil I got
it was
from them,
compressor oil though we used to use.
that gun oil I got from Lucas, that stuff stinks, but it sure does work good. Had a bad smell to it.
It probably went rancid,
Oh, it was like that brand new out of the.
like olive oil.
It's just the way it smells. You ever fool with manual transmissions much, and then you get that oil?
Oh yeah,
That stuff.
that
You
automatic oil
go
and that
wash your
other,
clothes
yeah.
and wear that shirt, and you never get that smell out of them. It's just like save it for save it to work with because it ain't gonna be worth fit for nothing else. You know.
And full wave wreck is in the house. What's up, Mona Me? Um, I was gonna say something earlier and I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, that he was throwing that stuff away. We were at the dump, and I'm like, man, hold on, go slow. Let me see what you throwing away over here.
Yeah.
And he was throwing away all kind of stuff that he took out his girlfriend's shed, and now she's my cousin. And I'm like, she didn't want this stuff. He's like, no. She said, get rid of everything in the shed, everything. I said, well, I'm holding all this back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it. He said, go ahead. So I got some 10 or 8 gauge, like for a stove or
Hmm.
dryer, you know, clothes dryer, electric. It's either I think it's 8 or 10, which 10, I wouldn't use that on a stove.
No,
I'd use
10
an
is
8 on a stove.
10 too is what I got running through my air conditioning unit. That's 30 amp circuit. 8
Yeah.
is 40.
8 is 40.
6 is
Yeah.
50.
6 is 50.
Yeah.
I forget what I got on my dryer. I used to have, I forget what I had on my hot water heater. I think I had a 220 naturally, 50-gallon heater, but I went to gas. So I just used the neutral, uh, and hot for 110. I just use half of it for 110 to plug my gas tankless heater in for the electronics part.
Yeah.
That don't draw not even a amp.
Right.
It's just a little display board and push button. Boop, boop, boop. Runs on MOSFETs and stuff. I'll have some fun when that goes out fixing that crap. But if something explodes, you know where it's at.
Yeah.
When it blows the component up, you know where to look. It's just that don't draw anything like a Milwaukee drill, that's battery operated. Those there, when you put too much pressure on them motors, get them too hot, you're going to blow one of them MOSFETs like that. Wow, it's going to blow, and it'll probably cause the diode to protect it to blow,
Yeah.
That's the only thing bad about battery operated stuff. If you put it in a bind, like when you running wire, when you roughing in for wire, I want electric on my drills running in big auger bits through double plates. Okay. And probably a third plate for dead wood. Know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And if you got dead wood up there and you got your two top plates, you got your top plate where your studs nailed to, and then you got your doubler on top of that. Then you got dead wood on top of that in certain areas. So when you're drilling with that big 1-inch auger bit like that, especially if you're grinding into a nail, if you got a nail cutter bit, that bit will go right through. But anyway, you putting that drill in a bind. I want electricity on my drill. I don't want a battery drill unless I'm doing some punch out. And there's no electricity in the house. That way I don't have to roll out big Bertha cord 100 foot from a temporary pole just to drill 1 or 2 holes. I got a battery drill. I wouldn't mind a battery drill for that.
I've got battery drills and I got corded drills, and it really depends on what I'm doing. But those they're right here at my feet. The cordless drills, I got some made by Craftsman. One's an impact and one's a drill. And anyway, yeah, man, they're handy, but that's just for normal stuff. If I know I'm fixing to put a double 9 bind on something, I'm going with a corded drill,
Yeah. Especially when you're boring holes for wire, roughing in. Those tools are good for punch out, like the cordless nail gun, the pass load with the fuel cell and the battery, or they do make battery operated nail guns, just a battery. That's it. No gas, no fuel cell in it, like a pass load.
Battery, man, there's so much stuff that's battery operated nowadays, and they've gotten really good with these batteries. I've got some 12-volt Milwaukee stuff down here that works just fine, and then you can up your game, go 18-volt, 20-volt. These drills I got are 20-volt.
Man, most mechanics I know, 12-volt Milwaukee. That's their platform. 12-volt Milwaukee. That's all the mechanics use. Them side impacts. Mm-hmm. It's a impact, but it's side. A side angle, impact. Right. And it does it, and that's all they stick with is a 12-volt.
Yeah.
But the mechanics. Some of them use the 20-volt, but as far as the Milwaukees, they stick with the 12.
I've only got a couple of Milwaukee tools. One of them is this a little cutoff tool, but it's made kind of like you can take this cover off. That's a wood blade there. This is for small stuff,
Trim stuff, yeah.
But I got that, and then I got a multi-tool. I got a sanding disc on there right now.
Oh yeah, a little oscillator
attachments on these. These are handy, man. But Milwaukee tools cost so much, man. Good God.
Yeah, they proud of their name. You got to watch out.
There's a lot of tools out there when it comes to that stuff, and I don't know that they're that much better to be worth the difference, but I do like them,
You got a 2024 Red Book last week? Damn, they've been out since February of 23. I could have bought them at the end of January or the beginning of February last year, the 2024. Now I can buy it at 2025 right now.
Yeah.
That's a coin book. No picture of that quarter. Yeah, I looked up on the Mint, the U.S. Mint, uh, the Women's Series quarter. Let's see which site. Yeah, it's called the American Women Quarters. Yeah, and it's on there. You got to watch out when you buy batteries. Replacement battery, 12 volts for those. There's a lot of counterfeits on eBay.
I'm gonna buy the brand I got, but biggest thing.
Yeah, but no, that's what I mean. The Milwaukee 12 volts on. If you buy off of eBay, and you see that price too low, too good to be true, it's a counterfeit. They got a lot of counterfeit batteries out there on eBay.
A good battery operated tool is going to cut itself off before that battery goes completely out. That's the first thing you do to one of them kind of batteries.
Yeah, that's what the circuit board inside is for.
Yeah, it'll just stop when it's reached that limit. It's time to recharge it.
Yeah, actually, the tool has it in it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a circuit board in the battery, but like there's a Dremel that Milwaukee makes. There's actually a MOSFET on the board right next to the motor. It's a round circuit board, and they have a MOSFET on that. And I know about that. And that MOSFET's for cutting the juice off, not letting the battery. It turns the battery off. It just kills the circuit so you don't drain the battery.
Yeah, it's bad on them batteries. If you run them completely out, sometimes they don't want to recharge. That's why these drills have gotten smarter to where they'll kick them off themselves, you know.
That heart right there, that's a 20 volt.
Yeah.
Got it from Walmart for $60. 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
4 years ago. I think I only charged this battery. I don't use it that much. The most I use it for was to add on to my house. And Chris Godo, my buddy Chris Godo that come help me build it, he had a set that he got a year and a half before his son bought him for Christmas. The Sawzall, drill, the little chop saw, the little, cut off saw like you got, but with a 5-inch blade, I think.
Right.
And something else, a flashlight and something else. Well, he had that set, and he says he's happy with his. But that little tool right there, when that battery gets to a certain level, when you pull the trigger, it doesn't do like that. It just don't do nothing. Right. It'll go from putting the screw in, and then the next time you pull the trigger, there's nothing. That means I need a charge.
Yeah.
And back then, when our battery needed a charge, well, that's when we took a little break, little beer break. And I wasn't even drinking back then, but, I had to buy the crew, a few beers, So Missy went out and got a 30-pack of Coors Light. Really, it didn't matter what kind of beer it was. They would have drank it. They wasn't alcoholics, but they did like their beer after work.
I better not eat all her Cheez-Its. She'll raise hell.
She might come in and...
Yeah. Now I want something sweet.
I come in and I hear free beer, so of course I'm gonna be here.
You don't even drink.
Hey, give me free beer. I'm gonna start drinking with all the shit that's going on.
Oh, there you go. What's up, Phil guy? How's it going?
Not much. Happy birthday, by the way.
Merci.
Was that make 27? Oh, you hear the fan? No,
that was probably my drill he heard. What was that noise? A vaccine cleaner? Oh yeah.
Today,
I got that big old long
I could turn the fan.
Hong Kong Fooey cleaner reamer. right there.
It's the
Today
same
your
fan I ran at the other place. It's just it was further away. This fan's right there. There we go. I turned the fan off, but you'll hear an echo still. So,
No, that was my drill he hurt.
Today your birthday?
No, I'm not 27. You know better than that. You know who I am. I'm 39, man. 39 plus some shipping and handling. Plus
You're
some
Jack
shipping
Benny.
and handling. You ship it, I handle it.
Today?
Right.
Today's your birthday?
No, it's in a couple days.
Oh,
but it's closer to today than next Thursday. So
okay, well, happy birthday.
let's see. It's on the 7th. It's Sunday.
I just saw in the title "Happy Birthday" or something. I'm like, all right, well,
I didn't even read the title because
wait,
you sent
let
me
me
a
turn my
link.
fan back. I always read the
Thursday
title.
Night Live with the birthday boy.
Well, he sent me
Yeah.
an email for
There we go.
StreamYard. I don't think the title's even listed on.
No, it's not in there. It's just the titles on YouTube. But if you look at the top in your StreamYard monitor on the top left, it's there.
Yeah. Oh, let me move further back.
Oh, I see it there. Yeah, Thursday Night Live with the birthday boy. Let's dance.
There we
Let's
go.
Dance. I put that Let's Dance in just about every title.
I know,
put
and I don't.
Sometimes Let's Do It, but most of the time I put Let's Dance, and I got that off of Billy the Kid with Emilio Estevez and his brother. What's his brother's name? Emilio Estevez's brother.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
And the other couple of guys, Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Miss Smokey.
You're gonna need a light.
It's dark outside.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's still daylight here.
It's not quite dark here yet.
Well, it's 7:42. I mean, I'm looking.
It's almost dark.
Yeah.
I can still see a little bit of light outside.
It's dark here.
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit ahead of y'all. Though.
You're a couple.
I remember that.
Ahead of me.
Yeah. Well, driving time's about 4.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see outside. I got blinds, but I don't see no
Yeah,
light.
but yeah, I'm about an hour ahead of you anyway because
the street
the
light.
tide's always different too. You know, you on the Gulf Coast. When I was on the Gulf Coast, the tides are different in Chauvin than they are at the coast. At Terrebonne Bay. Well,
I can
the tide's 30 minutes off.
I can turn my front driveway camera on and see.
Yeah. Skynet is taking over full wave. I had to do my update on my phone today, and every time I update, it keeps adding all these games I don't want.
I gotta go lean off the dock. I'll be back.
Lean off the dock. We know what that means, folks. Grumpy Tires, Grumpy Stag. We're gonna get him in there one of these days.
It's dark.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I guess I'll do the commercial. Let's see if I remember it right.
My wife's sitting in that golf cart smoking a cigarette, but you can see there's no color. If it was even remotely any daylight, it would be in color, not that gray like that. It's dark out, so that's infrared, or what do they call that? Night vision.
I mean, it's mostly dark.
Yeah,
it's not quite dark yet. It's barely. It's like dusk, sort of, or twilight. But let's see.
Now, by the time summer gets here, like July, it probably won't get dark here. 9 o'clock, 9:30, something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll do the commercial for the hell occasion's sakes. And this lean off the dock moment is brought to you by Grumpy Stack Tires. Goes by Stack, Grumpy Stack, that is. And then Cajun does the rest.
Yeah, it's still light out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's not full blown.
Mm-hmm.
Put it this way, I could stay outside another 10 minutes for it. got real dark.
I don't even need to turn the lights on in the front room here because they got the building across the street on the other side with the highlights that it just floods into the front room. So I don't have any lights on, and it's like daytime basically. Don't do it back here, but it does it in the other side.
What's up, Colt 49ers? What's up, Colt? What's up, Terry?
I go in Colts Live, and it's already deleted. I'm disappointed.
That lean off the dock break was brought to you by Grumpy Stack Tires. Buy stacks. Grumpy Stacks, that is. Oh, man. Glad I wasn't live on TV. Located in Ville Platte, Louisiana, home of the Million Mile Top.
That's right. Still haven't talked to Doug recently, but
I'll be right back.
All right.
It is not my birthday.
Once you copy the link while you're in here, copy that link up there on top and send that to Doug.
I've been doing that with my links when I was at 7 o'clock. It's kind of iffy. I'll send it to him.
You think he'll be sleeping by now?
He's been going to sleep around 7, 8 o'clock. I'll send it to him.
Like I've been doing. I've been going to bed early, man.
Well, he said he's been wanting to come on my stream because he wants to talk about stuff. You know, he's still kind of shaken up about that incident that happened. Yeah. So he's really, so he's not really been doing anything. So I told him, I said, come on and chat. Because even last week, 2 weeks ago, I was doing those chats at like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and he was already out. Right. I'll see if he's up. It says he was on Facebook an hour ago, so let's see. Oh, I gotta go on.
What's up, Tim?
Hold on a minute.
Oh, that's mine. In a couple days, Tim. Yep, Ville Platte, Louisiana, the smoked meat capital of the world. That's a fact.
Yep. You burn it, he'll eat it.
They got the smoked meat festival over there. Man, I tell you what, if you leave that place hungry, it's your own damn fault. That means you're on a diet. All the boudin, gratons, cracklings they got over there. Man, them cracklings, they got that much meat. They got a contest to see who can have the most meat on their cracklings and the less fat. They'll grow pigs and lean them out just for the crackling contest. It's like Best Stop. Man, they got some good cracklings. Best Stop, man, sometimes they got that much meat on them cracklings. You know, they got skin, a little bit of fat, meat, a little bit of fat, big hunk of meat. But, man, when they put all that paprika on them cracklings, I don't like that.
Yep.
The cracklings are red, and they'll make your fingers all red.
All right, I sent the link to Doug.
Cracklings. They don't put all that junk on their cracklings.
Yeah, some crazy stuff.
I think those crackers Russ was eating made my phone go quackers.
I swapped out crackers for the real thing. That's real cheese there. It won't crunch.
Oh, that's block of cheese. Heck yeah. Judge Webb, what's going on, mon ami?
What's up, Jeff?
Let's see.
Yeah, and then Mamu's known for their meats too, because you know T-Bars meats, T-Bars boudin crackling. T-Bars wins them boudin cooking contests all over the place. You know, he's been on national TV and all that for that. I mean, the big news came down over here and interviewed him, and they had a little mini boucherie with, you know, cooking cracklings and boudin and all that. That was on the world news, the big news. And that place, man, it's like a little hole in the wall out in the country. You know, I mean, it ain't that little, but it's little to a lot of people, you know.
You ever notice the best food comes from the smallest places?
Yeah, I mean it's Charlie's is smaller than that. Uncle Charlie, Missy's Uncle Charlie. I call him Uncle Charlie. Charlie Manuel. Charlie's special Charlie's meats in Mamu.
Yeah.
Man, he's got some good smoked sausage. Man, I'd rather his smoked sausage than T-Boy's. And I'd rather T-Boy's boudin than Charlie's. I don't know what it is with T-Boy's. T-Boy's got a little something else in it. I know he put onion tops in his. He puts onion tops, fresh onion tops, and the shallots, the real shallots, what we call in French shallots, that they don't grow all year round. They just grow. Then we plant them in August, late July. Yeah, about July, we'll plant them, and then come around March or April, I think we're pulling them. And then T-Boys buys all of that. Well, he used to buy all of them. The old man died. Lucian, Mr. Lucian. He had 200-foot rows and 400-foot rows. He grew 20 rows all together. So he had some 400, some 200. But 20, 30, it depends on how he felt and what he had for seed, you know, to put down. Because they bunch up. When they grow, they bunch up. And he sold all of that to that one boudin place, to T-Boys. And Mama. So, and that makes a difference, too, that flavor them shallots. And then the tops,
yeah, definitely.
The tops.
I don't, to be honest.
If I see a piece of boudin or some sausage, some green sausage, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's not smoked. If I see onion tops in there, cut up onion tops. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, I don't eat boudin. I don't eat boudin that much, too. I eat it every once in a while. You know, when I go to my aunt's, if she's got it, I'll eat it, you know, but I don't get it all the time. So it's kind of acquired taste for me, you know, when I'm going up there. But 'cause I don't eat it. You know, because I don't think they have any places down by me that I like, really. You know.
Well, yeah, that's true, because the boudin loses something. The more east you go, and New Orleans, it loses something. Unless the boudin is a right here thing, you know, in my area, Abbeville, Kaplan, Gaydon, you know, Eunice, Mamu, you know, the heart of Acadiana, you know.
Yep.
But once you get out of Acadiana, you get New Orleans and all that. It loses some of the flair of the real Cajun-ism.
Yeah, it's like the po' boy with the bread, with the Leidenheimer's bread. You know, you go 2 or 3 hours north in Louisiana, and it's not. They say, "Oh, po' boy," but it's not quite the same. You know, it's their version of it. Same thing.
That bread makes a difference for sure.
Yeah,
I make my own boudin because I cannot buy boudin around here that's worth a crap.
Yeah,
I make my own.
Yeah, Mama she had an awesome recipe, man. And she had the old cow horn, you know. She had the cow horn she'd stuff the casings with. She didn't have a machine. The first time she ever saw a machine, you know, a hand crank machine, not the ones in her cousin's meat market, because my cousin owns a meat market in Abbeville, Hebert's. He married Clement. He's my cousin. He married Clement Hebert's daughter. So it's Hebert's Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Hebert's meat, specialty meat, but not the same Hebert's in Maurice. Not that Hebert. That's a different one. I like, split the smoked sausage, throw it on the grill, or, you know, split it before I put it on the po' boy. Yeah. I think the sausage, that depends on how you're cooking it. That makes a difference on how I'm gonna do it. If you split it, you smoke sausage and you're grilling it, and you grill it too long. I like splitting it, put it on the grill just for a minute or so, and then put it on my po' boy bun, or split it, then put it on my bun without grilling it. If you split it, you're gonna dry it out.
Mm.
Now
Space
we used to deep fry. We cut the green sausage in lengths this long, and the pieces that long, and we deep fry it in oil. You know, no batter, no nothing. Just throw them in the basket like that, and put the basket in. I'm talking about restaurant style deep fries. We'd have that at Holly Beach every 4th of July. Now that's good. Deep fried green sausage. That's good. It fried all the grease out. Not all the grease, but man, that was a good snack while you was hungry, or you can make a sandwich with it, a miniature, put it on a hot dog bun, make it a mini po' boy.
Yeah, you know what you meant, Colt. But yeah, Space, that is true about the timeline and stuff like that. Yeah, I've known about that for a while. You can find it. I've been listening to a lot of Coast to Coast and Art Bell old stuff, and
I used to listen to that every morning going into work.
What's that?
they got it on they got it on YouTube. It's an Art Bell Periscope. All the old Art Bell episodes, and
oh really?
I still listen. Yeah, I still listen to Coast every so often.
What's the name of that channel on YouTube?
There's a channel called Art Bell on Periscope, PERI Scope. That's one channel, and it's got all the. It's got the show Midnight in the Desert. After he retired the first time, because he retired 2 or 3 times, he did a show at his house, Midnight in the Desert, up until he passed away.
Okay.
Because I was listening to one about alien abductions and stuff. But yeah, what Space said about the timelines, I was actually listening to that recently. So yeah, all the clips, that's why, and that's true. That's why I don't want anybody going out for the eclipse. You could time travel.
Damn, David Carlisle said they had some shrimp and sausage gumbo for supper. I don't mix my shrimp with meat. Chicken, sausage, with shrimp and oysters, or shrimp and crabs. Seafood is seafood. Leave the meat out of it.
Shrimp and sausage.
That's my opinion, though.
Okay.
I mean, I was raised on the coast, so I'm used to a seafood gumbo. Shrimp and egg gumbo, that's a boneless chicken.
See, Space is directly responsible for the Mandela effect. That's why things keep changing. He's going back in time and messing around with the space-time continuum. It's like, he's changing little things here and there, like the Monopoly.
The glitch in the Matrix, man.
Yeah. Crazy.
John won 3 out of 4. Wait a minute, where I saw that? Oh, he retracted it. John won 3 out of 4 Emmys or something. Tonys. I don't know which John.
Schneider?
Oh, maybe Grammys. I might have saw. I don't know. I just seen John, and I thought I seen Emmy.
I don't know. Yeah, he never.
He might have wanted to put Grammys in there, but the Grammy Awards, that's over with. But yeah, he got nominated for a Grammy. He said
for Emmys and a Tony. He didn't say Grammy.
John Schneider, he's got a lot of music out there. And when he first started singing, his first album made several hits in the country music.
Yeah, he was
the phone call. And another one, I think he won a Grammy out of one of them.
He was still on the Dukes of Hazzard when he started putting out,
No, it was right after the Dukes of Hazzard.
Really? Because it said
or right at the end of it. One of the two. Yeah,
because it says on his Wikipedia that he put out an album right towards the end, I think. But John Larroquette. Oh, maybe in the past he won all of that, but I don't think he won anything this year.
Yeah, because I don't 3 out of 4 Emmys and a Tony.
I'm more worried about
John's getting up in age. Larroquette.
I'm more looking
at 75, I think.
Looking at what?
Comment. I know where 2 time gates are, and I have used them One took me back to 1930s, and one took me into a future timeline. I don't know what to think about that.
Oh, that's Tim.
Oh,
Space Ranger. His
It's
other
quite-
channel is
quite
UFO.
quite
UFO
possible.
something.
Oh, people time travel nowadays. They do. You know.
Oh yes, Tim's into that stuff, man. He is.
Yeah.
He's got some
Oh.
interesting stories.
I'm buying the wrong gummies or something. Dang.
I gotta buy some stuff. I gotta go to Wally World whenever and get me some good stuff. But yeah.
As long as CERN don't mess with the timelines, they're running CERN on the eclipse. Well, you see, they got like where the eclipse 2017 went clean across the nation from coast to coast. And now this one's coming from the south, going kind of north, east. They got that cross right there. What right where that cross is at, I think there's a town called Jerusalem. Right there. Where them two cross. On that exact point. On that exact point, there's a town called Jerusalem.
Yeah,
And the Bible says in the future, two lines will cross something, or it will get dark over Jerusalem. It will get dark twice over Jerusalem. So that's like
Totally.
2017, 2024, and just so happened there's a town called Jerusalem right there. And there's 5 towns called I forget. I saw it not long ago. This preacher was up there. He's a Protestant or something. No. Anyway, I'm close, but he was talking about that.
The gate is narrow. Well, you have to back up. Back up, and if you're stuck, try it again, like in the Drew Brees video with the Mardi Gras float. Back up and ram that some bitch straight in, and there you go. But
I'm familiar with the one that says the road is narrow, leading to everlasting life, and the other one is wide and spacious, the one leading to destruction. That's referring to a road, though, not a gate.
yeah.
It's like which path you're going to take. That's all.
Well, the gate is probably the eye of the needle. A rich man trying to buy himself into heaven will never get through the eye of a needle.
Right.
And I would say that's gate. A gate, some kind of way
I
of
have
fashion.
been hearing, though, my wife, this couple of weeks ago, she says they're saying to stock up on food and water and things like that when this eclipse comes in April. This is back in March when she was saying it. I'm like, why? So we've had eclipse before, and she says something to do with it's going to be knocking out cell service, and not so much here, but like up around New York or somewhere. I don't know. I didn't pay much
Solar
attention.
flares.
Yeah,
That's
solar
what's
flares. Right.
Solar flares interferes with the television reception at cell phones.
Ham
temporary.
radio,
what it
CB
is,
radio,
every
all
time
of that.
something happens that's out of the normal, what does people do? They freak out and go buy out everything, toilet paper, and everything flies off shelves. So
they just need a reason. That's all.
Now because it's going to happen, you know.
They just need a reason.
Now we have the internet now, okay, and that's what causes the shortages. Because when people start talking about it on YouTube or the internet or Facebook, people freak out and go buy stuff. Other people freak out; they buy stuff for no reason. You know, like 2000, the year 2000. You know, Y2K. You know, man, people. I mean, the food was flying off the shelves, and they thought computers were going to shut down. Nothing happened.
And 2020 when COVID hit, you know.
That was fake.
Paper. We literally run out of toilet paper, man. We was having a bottle.
Oh, here too. Small town like us, man. I got a 3-minute story on what I was doing.
Yeah, but things ain't been back to normal since 2020, though, man. The prices and hard to get things. Just apply.
No,
You know,
it won't be better until you get El Presidente out of office.
oh, that's
Just
a fact.
in my opinion.
That is a
You get
fact.
You get that old senile decrepit man out of office. And now it's going to take some time. It's not going to be overnight. You know, it's going to take at least a couple of months, a year or so to reverse all this damn damage. So people are going to think, oh, he's in office. He could just sign an executive order. Well, things take time. You know, this guy took 4 years to blow up our country. Probably going to take a year or two to get it back to normal.
He started day one undermining everything Trump did, everything. You know,
he wrote like 150 executive orders right on the first day.
I mean, if that wasn't so plain in your face, obvious what he's doing, it's like they're deliberately trying to just take this country down, man. It's like, what the hell, you know?
Well, that's his agenda.
They couldn't even celebrate Easter at the White House. They didn't. They hid Christ on the cross behind a pride flag, which, hey, if you're gay, you're gay. You know, I ain't got no issues with that. But don't be putting this stuff out saying that Easter falls on Pride Recognition Day. Pride, not recognition.
Pride. Who cares about
Visibility Day.
That's all right. It's all.
I haven't even heard about that.
It's coming to a head.
Easter's been around for 2,000 years plus more. Who cares if they want to put Pride Recognition Day? Screw that shit.
Yeah.
You know? They just don't want to piss anybody off. Oh, well, we got to recognize the gay community so we don't piss anybody off because apparently that's the ones that vote for him. I don't know.
Yeah. They do whatever they want, but they ain't gonna force me to believe anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Don't push it down my throat because nope, that ain't gonna happen.
I don't care what they do. If they want to be,
they're the ones that's got to reckon with it, not me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my battle to fight, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know.
Put it this way: around my area, they ain't got none of them parades down here.
They wouldn't tolerate that shit down there. Now they have all that gay parade. They have all that gay parade shit in the French Quarter. They even got a spot in the middle of one of the streets. It's a circle with the logo, and they stand there every couple of days or whatever in the middle of the street, and they do their.
Yeah, but New Orleans always was. They had gay people, gay strip bars.
Yeah,
San Francisco had them forever. You know, New Orleans and San Francisco had them forever.
Yeah, you know, New Orleans does that kind of stuff.
You knew if you were from New Orleans or even like was a visitor, you knew what bars not to go in. Okay.
Oh yeah, I tell people don't go to the one on it used to be don't go to the one on the right, go to the one on the left.
I used to say that. You know, it's like I cannot believe that I can drive 100 miles, be in New Orleans, that those people there, a majority of them, is totally different than the way we are here in Biloxi. But it's only 100 miles. And if you go across the water, it ain't even that far. You know, it's like people be that much difference from there to here.
Mississippi's not even 80 miles across from line to line.
No, it's not, man.
You know? So you're about 75 miles from New Orleans, if that.
Something like that, yeah, it's not far.
70.
I can get my car here, interstate right here, and I can cross the Louisiana line in 42 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe, and then it's distance from Slido to New Orleans. You know, it's like it's nothing. Hour and a half drive.
No, I went to Biloxi 2 or 3 years ago. My friend wanted to go to one of the casinos up there.
Yeah.
And we drove up there like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I don't know. He was bored. He's like, we're just going to go up there. All right. I'm just like, all right.
Well, for the last 3 years so far, we didn't celebrate April Fool's Day. 4 years, we didn't celebrate April Fool's Day down in here. We got the biggest fool of all in the White House.
Yeah, he's still at.
Yeah.
And the sad part is he don't know that people's making fun of him either.
Yeah.
He's like, they're cheering me? Okay.
David Carlisle said, attention, the eclipse has been canceled.
The eclipse has been canceled.
The world officially ends tomorrow, folks. Go panic. And then you wake up. Shit. Yeah, the original calendar was 13. Well, technically, the Roman calendar only had 9 months in it. January, February, and March were added with the Romans. Because before that, they only had 9 months in it.
I don't
January.
The Gregorian calendar.
I don't get very biblical or religious or anything like publicly, but I don't freak out over things like eclipse and all that, because the Bible does say that when God does decide to come and take care of business down here, it's gonna be like a thief in the night. You ain't gonna know it's coming.
Yeah. So don't be ready, because I'm gonna come like a thief in the night.
And drinking and taking in marriage and taking no note of the time they're living into destruction is instantly upon them. You know,
it'll be 3:42 in the morning and a random day.
Freaking happen, and that's the way that's gonna go down. I truly believe that. I mean, that's what it says.
Yeah, I'm gonna come like. Do not be ready. Do not have your clothes packed.
Don't get me going. I'll pull my Bible out. Now I'm just picking.
I don't even open the Bible. I don't crack it. It's just
I've got one.
It's
on the top of that cabinet there.
I mean, I'm sure there's one somewhere.
A couple of them.
I'm sure there is one. Yeah, I'm sure there's one somewhere. I don't know where anything is right now. It's in boxes, so I couldn't tell you where anything is if I wanted to.
That's why I am. It's like I got that somewhere, but good luck trying to find it.
I did see a Bible last week somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where. I got like 97 boxes floating around.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just eclipse is just an eclipse. There ain't, it's just that's.
Did y'all remember? I think this has happened twice, but back in the 80s, there was this one guy, can't remember his name, but he had a huge following, and he predicted a certain date based on math and all of this chronology, study of time, that the rapture, which I don't even believe in, the rapture was going to happen on this day. And people were selling everything they own. They were just going nuts over this. He had a huge following, and that day came, and that day went, and nothing happened, and they couldn't even find that guy.
You talking about the guy that he was talking about that comet that was coming in, and the ship to take everybody was in the tail of the comet?
Yeah, there was a couple of incidents, but this one was like around the 80s. I want to say late 80s.
Yeah, that's probably before this guy.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
The one that Cajun's referring to is like the Heaven's Gate cult.
This one didn't have to do with Kool-Aid. He was just predicting a date that the rapture was happening.
That was Jim Jones with the Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Pat Paulson?
Yeah, but that was in the 70s.
What's happening?
No, but this other one, the Heaven's cult with the Heaven's Gate with the creepy looking guy.
Yeah,
that was in the 90s.
Yeah, that's the one where that comet was gone.
Hellbound
comet.
Yeah, they believed. Oh, the comet's here. Let's off ourselves.
Yeah, people sold everything they had and followed that guy, man. Yeah, when he jumped ship, he didn't get on that ship. He just jumped ship.
Yeah,
and took off with everybody's money.
Yep.
They sold everything they had, all their worldly goods. Gave him all their money, man, and some of it was, like $800,000, $500,000.
Yeah,
and boy, he had them people brainwashed.
What kills me? Anybody?
He gave them some good gummies.
Think about this for a minute. You got people like Jim Jones, David Koresh, and I don't even know who else. Them guys. I think anybody, if they had a good enough plan, could go find a whole bunch of followers. People will follow anybody. There's so many sheep out there. You know what I'm saying? They just want to follow somebody and believe anything. It's like, good God, wake up, people.
Yeah, people are gullible. They believe the Kool-Aid that they're giving, and everything's rose. They're wearing rose-colored glasses. Well, it's better than what I have now. Is it really?
Yeah, it's messed up, man. When people,
look at all the people that follow El Presidente right now. Look at all those wrong people. They think nothing's wrong with this country. Oh, he's great. I'm like, wake up. those kind of people, I guarantee those type of people aren't struggling from day-to-day life expenses. Those type of people don't have the same kind of problems that regular people do. So
Exactly
they're
right.
like wonderful.
That's right. They're all rich. They're celebrities. They're something to where it's not affecting them yet.
Now, if it was affecting them, then they come out and say, okay, but yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it is.
That what's going on. There's actually people out there that actually think this guy's doing a wonderful job, and those are the people that need to get checked into an insane asylum because he ain't done one wonderful thing yet.
Nope. I've read a meme on Facebook earlier. I can't remember it word for word, but basically, what was Biden's little thing? It wasn't Trump's is "Let's make America great again," but Biden had something similar to that.
Let's build back better, or build back better.
This meme said, instead of build back better, could you please just return it the way it was? But when you took office, like, boy, ain't that the truth? Just bring it back to where it was when you got a hold to it.
Do they really make those, Pat? No, they probably do.
Jonestown Massacre Memorial Trading Cards. They probably did. Anything to make a buck on a tragedy,
Yep.
Yeah, they drank the Kool-Aid. That become a saying, didn't it? Because of that, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I drink Kool-Aid and I'm still kicking.
Poison. But yours ain't poison.
You didn't
yours
drink
didn't have cyanide in it.
Cyanide in it, yeah.
Yeah, cyanide or arsenic. Yeah, I'm drinking the
one of them.
The poison-free Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
That's when the government, they come in and well, there was a lot of people got hit by that friendly fire. They were trying to save the people, and because guys were taking fire, themselves from Jim Jones's cronies, cronies, and so there was people that got hit, and there was a few survivors, and they lived to tell about it.
I've seen the
no, they seen their friends falling down and spasming and all that poison in them, and they like, I ain't drinking this, so they survived. If they didn't get shot, that's the one that survived. One, I think, a couple of them got shot and survived. That didn't
Jim Jones' son, adopted son, Jim Jones Jr. still goes by that name. Is a black guy, that he adopted, still goes by the name Jim Jones Jr. And he's a priest, Catholic priest. Somewhere, I forget where, because they interviewed him. But it wasn't even Kool-Aid. It was a knockoff brand of Kool-Aid. It was like Ice Aid or something. So it wasn't actually even Kool-Aid that they drunk, but everybody said, oh, it's Kool-Aid. But
it's probably the same stuff that it's a powder, that's got a flavor to it.
But any kind of conspiracy thing, people will say, don't drink the Kool-Aid, meaning don't fall.
Don't drink, they mean that,
Just a metaphor now, but
Pat Paulson put that a link in there for them cards.
Oh yeah, it's Etsy. Oh, somebody made it. Yeah.
Pander Death Cult.
Reagan had less government. Yeah, Reagan said less government. We don't need more government. Yeah, the more government you have, the more problems you have. The country.
That's right. Reagan did say that.
You stick a Chihuahua up there, and I guarantee the country will run just as smooth. If you get rid of the Congress, we'd be fine. Congress is the problem. And then they're feeding El Presidente up there.
Yeah.
It's just, they're just feeding shit in his ear, and he's going, He don't know where he is. The best accomplishment that El Presidente can do is getting the hell out of the White House. That's his best accomplishment.
I would like to know what their agenda is, because becoming a third world nation don't sound that great to me. That's exactly where it's heading. If this keeps on,
And they want that to be the new normal. Everybody should be broke and poor. That way, everybody's equal. Okay,
peasants and they're the rich, and that's the way it's always been.
All right.
Utah has gone to the dumpster. You can see the big parade and the Ogden Gay Rodeo.
Yeah, that's not a good picture. Gay rodeo, what are they doing? They straddle the horses and they like it? I mean, I don't understand that logic. I don't care what they do. If they want to have their own parade, fine. But the thing is, when they want to shove it down your throat, oh, this is normal. No, it's not normal, but, if you want to do it, that's fine. I hate when they say there's like 82 genders. Pansexual, trans. There's no such thing as pansexual, transsexual, all this other shit. You got two genders, male and female.
Here's what I wonder. God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because of all that kind of stuff, but how bad did it get? Or how bad has it got to get now before, or is it beyond what Sodom and Gomorrah is? I mean, destruction
probably is.
It's coming. There ain't no doubt
Probably is
about that. But
supposedly what the Bible says is when God destroyed the earth, he said he wasn't going to do it again. That's why they got the rainbow. He wasn't going to interfere.
Well, he wasn't going to destroy it with water, is what it says, and with a flood.
He'll just. Yeah, but he said he would never destroy the earth, mankind again, and he gave us the rainbow for the covenant.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right. He won't. He won't wipe out like that ever again. It don't mean that something bad ain't coming. It just means it won't be a flood. It's probably going to be fire. Right?
Yeah, Frosty. The states need to. You got to remember, the states are more powerful than Congress. The states, they let. See, we elect these people. We put these people in office, and these people just go, screw us. It's like, wait a minute now. It's like the states actually have more power than Congress does. If you read everything, if you read the Constitution, the states have more power. But then whatever Congress decided to usurp all this power and say, nah, we're going to do what we want. Y'all don't matter. It's
Mankind was great on WWE wrestling.
Well, we don't know where that came out of. Mick Foley was awesome. Yeah, I have Mick Foley's CD. I like Duke Love. You can't go wrong with Cactus Jack. But, I must be missing some.
Louisiana don't have to rely on anything really because we have our own oil fields down here.
Yep.
We have them, and we have the refineries, babe. We got them. We got them by the nuts.
Yeah, that's why gas is, well, I say cheap. If you want to say cheap.
That's why our gas is cheaper than the rest of the nation. Okay, yeah, California, New York. We like have our own.
It's like $2.97 down here. But I mean, considering another places like New York and Boston, it's like $6.50, $7. I think that's pretty, gas shouldn't be more than $1.50, $1.75 tops anywhere. But
when it got down after in 08, 09, remember when the economy crashed back then?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say nothing else, but 08, 09. I seen it drop in Arizona. It went down to it went from a $5.10 to $1.45 in about 3 months. I want to say $1.45 a gallon.
Yeah, it was like $2.40 out here.
What's up, Mon ami? Braxton's representing Northwest Louisiana, Shreveport.
I'm old enough to remember when gas was about 25 cents a gallon, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember when it was 21. Actually, 19, I think. 19. When I wasn't driving. Okay, I was 5 years old when it was 19 cents. Hey, put it this way. If somebody went down a penny or two across town for gas, and across town wasn't that far, a mile, okay, in my small town, everybody was on the up and up about gas prices. That's what the old people talked about, and if somebody went down a penny, well, Daddy never hardly let his tank go down below 3/8 of a tank. When it got down to half, a little less than half, he was filling up. And, the talk around town was gas prices and the weather.
Yeah.
And he would go to Swifty shop or whatever to get that price. And back then when you turned the pump off, you held the hose up like that so the rest of the gas would go in the tank. You can't do that nowadays.
Yeah.
Because you got to put the nozzle back up in the pump to shut it off.
Yeah. That's right.
when I was buying gas in my motorcycle back in 78, I would get like 30 cents worth of gas, and that would give me like uh, a half a tank in my motorcycle on that little XL 75. And then I do this with the gas hose, and then the pump attendant, he didn't care. It was an old Citgo station, I think. And he didn't care, but he says, next time somebody turns that pump on, it's going to roll to 2 cents because you took the gas out the hose. I'm like, really? He says, yeah, the pump's got to fill the hose back up. And sure enough, he turned it back on, and it went to 2 cents. So I got an extra 2 cents of gas. 2 cents of gas in a motorcycle, or a little XR 75 Honda.
Yeah.
The tank wasn't but 3/4 of a gallon, something like that.
Yeah.
Gallon.
Here's the thing, though. I can remember when all them prices were so low and all that, but I also remember when them prices that low, my dad only made like $3.50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was hard to live on, even at them prices back then. It was still hard to make it. They've always kept us down like that. If
I remember seeing
everything else,
I remember,
goes up,
I remember seeing some of our carpenters when Mama would write a check to the carpenters when we built the house. It was like $3.50 an hour at 40 hours.
Right.
That was a lot of money, mate. Hey, carpenters, and this is experienced carpenter, $3.50 an hour. Hell, my mom was a nurse, head nurse. She wasn't making, but I think $4.50. That was good money.
First job I got paid $4.75 because I was 17. That's when minimum wage was still $5.15 an hour in 1997.
Yeah.
And they can pay minors 50 cents less.
Well,
I remember cigarettes at 30 cents because I used to get a pack for my mom. If she'd run out, she'd send me to the store. You could do that back then. 1972, 1973. Everybody knew everybody.
They didn't care.
When I left home,
my aunt worked there though.
When I left home at 18 years old, I went and got a furnished apartment, and the rent for that apartment every month was $125 a month. I had to pay my power bill, and that was it. It was all electric. I went and financed the TVs back when they were in wood cabinets and everything,
Yeah, 21-inch RCA. Hey, Phil guy's got one like that. Right. He's got one big wooden cabinet
right here.
that turns around. Yeah.
Oh, I plugged it in.
I was making
plugged it in.
$6 an hour. This is in 1978. I was making $6 an hour, which was $240, and the taxes and everything come to $40. I brought home $200 a week, which is $800 a month. So $125 electric bill. I was doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ate good. I mean, really, that was almost $600 just to play around with every month to be only 18 years old.
If Daddy put a house on, like I said, my dad was a home builder, and we'd live in the house. And then about 5-6 months later, he'd start a new one. He'd always start one in the spring.
Yeah.
Good weather, and I would be off of school. That way, I was one of the helpers on the job site. Well, if Daddy would put his house on the market, not long after he'd start building the new house, he'd put the one we was living in on the market. So we was moving almost every year and a half. We'd move. If our house that we were living in sold, well, we had to rent a house for a month or two until the new house could get finished.
Yeah.
And we was paying $40 a month for a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom house.
Right.
It was still a small wooden house. It had a phone in it. Lights were already on. And we was paying $40 plus whatever the electricity was. We'd have to pay that. We didn't have to turn on electricity. That's how rent houses was in my little town.
the house I grew up in Pascagoula, my dad bought that when I was 2 years old. We were living off the beach there in Pascagoula, a couple blocks off the beach, and I guess he was renting, but he ended up buying this property right on Ingalls Avenue, which is commercial property, and it had the house on it. You know how much he paid in a house note every month? $80. But I was born in 58, so he financed it in 1960. And that $80 a month didn't change until it was paid for. And I think he had like a 30-year loan on it. So, you know, it's like, man, you couldn't touch anything for $80 a month nowadays.
Yeah, full way Rex saying, there's a turd in the Kool-Aid today, and it's all you can drink free.
But there again, $80, but he ended up opening up his own business, you know, and he was able to control how much money he made after that. But when he worked in that shipyard, $3.50 an hour, so $80 mortgage. Then you definitely had your insurance. You had car notes. You had insurance for that. You had to feed 5 kids and a wife. So it took a lot, you know.
And Danny we never paid, well, except for the couple of months, every year and a half or so, we'd pay rent. But our houses were paid for, and Daddy'd buy a new car almost every year. When we get a new house, we get a new car.
Yeah, my dad kept a pretty new car, you know, once he opened that business. He actually started it when I was born, and that's the reason he bought that property on Ingalls Avenue, so he could have a home and business combined. And
talking about the fence business.
Yeah, it was chain link fence, then eventually privacy fence, and we also did aluminum carports, freestanding carports, attached carports, awnings, stuff. Awnings used to be real popular back in them days, you know, over the windows. And he did all that stuff. But he did well for himself, but it took him going to work for himself and getting away from working for somebody else, you know. But they got so much red tape nowadays, man, it's hard to work for yourself.
I wasn't alive for the Kennedy assassination, but I watched the man land on the moon, though.
Yeah.
I was old enough for that.
I hadn't even started school yet when Kennedy got assassinated. I think I started shortly after that. And I remember my mom freaking out like, oh, no. I'm like, what is it? You know, I'm like 4 years old.
Got shot.
And I remember like yesterday, it was all over the TV, you know, black and white TV.
What's up, Dancing with Reynolds? What's happening?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, Pat, we still hadn't got one yet. Old Briggs is waiting on some paperwork for the title on that Suzuki, that SX4. Yeah, SX4 sedan, not the hatchback model, but the sedan model. He's waiting on the clear title for that, and then I can get the transport to haul it down here, because it's on my Jeep. It's an 02, and that was the first year, and they had that drivetrain. They changed it in 03, but Dodge mechanics are telling me, and Country Mile Garage, Theo, David, Quick Wrench, and the dealership, when I called, they say, yeah, you have to have an 02 engine in there. If you buy one from a junkyard, it has to be an 02 engine that goes in there. Come out of a Suzuki SX4, 4-door sedan. It's got 78,000 miles on it. Briggs bought it brand new. He's got the MSRP off the window when he bought it. Got everything.
How old are you, David? I thought you were a young man. You must be closer to my age.
He's older than you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I think David's 68 or 69.
That picture on his, I think that obviously isn't him because I mean it's
That's
smaller.
old. That's old.
Okay.
First
Well, I
time
was
I
born
heard
in
the mama
28.
cuss.
I'm 65, so that's as old as I want to get.
Oh,
Okay.
67. Okay. He'd probably be 68 this year then.
Yeah, he ain't much older than me. We remember the same things. I definitely remember Man on the Moon too, man. That was something. We were glued to the TVs.
Appreciate it, Boats. Appreciate it very much.
What do you call
What do you call a duck hunter with nobody and no a quacker? It's gonna have to be something with a cracker.
I don't know. I give up.
A torso. Wait, nobody and no nose. A duck.
Nobody. So
Nobody and no
he's
nose.
just a head with no nose. And if he ain't got a
Yeah,
body,
yeah. Nose cracker. A bad shot. Oh hell. Yeah. Nobody knows. Shit.
bad shot. No doubt.
Oh yeah, bad shot. Yeah, I just like a vegetarian. Man, that's an Indian word for bad hunter.
Yeah.
Well, we can't catch the deer tonight, honey. Let's eat the leaves.
We don't remember a world where a president wasn't royalty. Yeah, no doubt.
Well,
It
needs to get back to that.
Yeah. You know, when I was a kid, if you talk bad about the president, and I was a no, you know, you get spanked for that. Especially if your parents like the president.
Oh, it's all over the place now, man. I don't care who's president, whether you like him or don't like him.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
somebody spewing stuff on Facebook all the time.
And
man.
there's the man with the plan. Grumpy Stack Tires is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
There he be.
There he
Yeah.
is. Grumpy Stack. Buy Grumpy Stack tires.
There's Grumpy
How's it
Stacks.
going?
Yeah. Grumpy Stack Tires, located in Ville Platte, Louisiana, home of the Million Mile Top.
And the murdered person in front of my shop.
Hey. Speaking of shops, are you going to rent that new shop they just remodeled, renovated over here in town?
I was very. I'm thinking about it. I gotta find the phone number to that person because if it's what they're gonna rent, from what I heard, the price of what they were renting it for, dude, it's almost cheaper than running my shop.
Yeah, well, you see, if it's the same shop that I'm thinking about, it used to be the Collision Center over here.
That's right next
Barry's.
to right down the road from Dupre, not Fontenot's diesel.
Fontenot's what?
Fontenot's diesel repair.
Diesel repair? No,
That's the one that's on 190.
On the east side of town.
Yes. Before you get into town.
Yeah, coming from the hospital, Opelousas.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was on the right-hand side, and then there's Red Wing Shoes. It's a car lot. I don't know what's there now. Used to be a used car lot. But anyway, it's next to the new shoe shop in town.
Okay, so before
It's like 2 buildings away. There's the corner there, and I forget, Amazon Street runs behind it. Or that's Amazon or something. I forgot. Anyway, it's right when you're coming in town. It's on the right. Used to be Barry's Collision or Larry's Collision or something. And they just remodeled that place, renovated, like the office space in the front. And there's like 4 or 5 bay doors there.
Yeah, it's 4 bay doors. And from before it was renovated, I was hearing $1,500 a month. Now I'm hearing $850 a month. Which, if it's $850 a month, dude, I can do that in a day.
Jump
Oh,
on
I
it.
guess. Yeah, but hell, you can do 1,500. I mean, that would be a good price for a monthly lease.
Yeah, I would do I would definitely do 1,500. But if they're looking for 850, then dude,
Yeah, if
I'm
they
selling it.
renovated and went down on the price of the lease,
Oh yeah,
something up with that.
I would definitely say, man, you know what? I'm taking over.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
it looks good, man. I'm telling you, they did an awesome job in there.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think it's all new doors, all new bay doors, or all new paint, whatever.
I also got a 80-gallon Ingersoll Rand uh compressor that I'm gonna sell. I mean, it's about 4 years old, but it has a brand new motor.
80-gallon?
Yeah.
Damn, we got 400 gallons at the shop.
Well, I got an
Three
80
three
gallon.
phase. That's two tanks. So two separate tanks, and both of them
Yeah.
three phase. It's right at
Well,
400 gallons.
well, see, my Ingersoll Rand, Tony had bought that about 2 years before he sold it to me, and I had it running. It went out because the room I have it in was not ventilated, and the motor burnt on it. Well, then my dad took the motor off and he dropped it and broke the motor, so we got a new motor for it. But when I looked at that shop in Eunice, the one on the right hand side, they had two what was it, two compressors in there already. If I take my North Star, which is an 80-gallon tank, and I could sell that Ingersoll Rand, and either that or when I buy my new place, my new house, I'll put it at my house in the shop.
Right.
and
Put your
and
motor on it or a compressor.
oh, well, I got them. I just got the motor. I got to pick it up this weekend, but it's brand new. You know,
Hmm.
everybody looks at it and wants to buy it, but when I tell them a price, they don't want to buy it no more.
That's always the thing. It's always the
Oh
price.
yeah, dude. Everybody wants everything for free over here, and that's the bad part of Ville Platte. You know, I gotta buy eggs too, and eggs are $1,500 a carton now.
Just because you said that, they went up to 1,600 now.
Well, Bidenomics, it's all doing well.
El Presidente. Oh wait, they got it for 1,500 over there. No, who? We got to fire that person. Raise it to 1,700. Let's make it more profit.
Yeah, right. Shit.
The day that man gets out of office, the day that man gets out of office, I will be like, it'll be celebration day.
Yeah, but the thing is, man, I think we're too far gone.
Maybe not, but yeah, it's crazy what's going on. Absolutely.
That's the thing. I mean, we're all trying to make a living, and the problem with right now is there is no middle class in America. There's either super rich or super damn poor.
That's
Because
how they want it.
yeah, I know. And the thing is, 5 years ago, we were doing well. Pull in my wife's a nurse. She pulls in about 40-50 grand a year. And with my shop, I spend about a hundred or 150 grand a year. It may look like I make 200 grand a year, but it's about 50 grand.
Yeah.
And 20, 30 years ago, you know, I'm making 40, 50 grand. My wife is making, 30, 40 grand. We living comfortable.
Yep.
Now, shit. I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and 9 times out of 10, I don't get a paycheck.
That's gonna be me pretty soon.
You
I
still
mean, I'll
over
get
at
the paycheck, but I
the
won't see it.
you still being Al Bundy over at the shoe shop?
Oh no, I left. I went back to dirt cheap.
Oh, well, the Dirt Cheap in Ville Platte closed down, and they're looking at making it a what is that? Our Life Savior Church or something.
Yeah. No, I left
Yeah.
right around August, and then I was at Marshall's for a while, and then I left there, and then
That's
I actually
not
started
the
dirt cheap
same.
today.
Not
But
the same Dirt Cheap, Grumpy.
Huh?
Different one. Not the same Dirt Cheap. Not affiliated with that Dirt Cheap out of Mississippi.
Oh, I don't even know what that Dirt Cheap was affiliated with. I knew it was
Yeah, the one he's at, it's a subsidiary of Hudson's Treasure Hunt,
yep,
oh, okay.
correctly.
and
But
they out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
yeah,
Okay.
I was supposed to be running the front end, but then they changed their mind and they said, "Well, we have a manager that can do that, so they're just gonna have me do the close, but they're still gonna pay me what they promised and everything."
Well,
But I was
that's a
supposed
good
to.
thing.
I worked today. I was supposed to go in the morning, and then the damn new DM changed the whole schedule. Said we need you to close every night, and I said, "I'm not doing that shit every night. I get out of that 9:30, 10 o'clock, the same as But I mean, they're paying me what they promised, and they're giving me 40 hours. So hey, But
Well, then I mean that I take it. I
Well,
look at it on
yeah.
a daily basis. I look at it and I'm sitting there. I'm like, should I go close down the tire shop and get a job where I'll be guaranteed a paycheck, or should I just keep working for myself? And right now, I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm gonna just keep working for myself because, I've always been the kind of person that,
I done did.
Oh, okay.
when I worked for somebody, they knew my name
Hey,
because
Lance.
I didn't mess around.
Yeah.
What's
Hey,
up, John
Lance.
Francis? We got Central Louisiana, Alexander, Louisiana, representing in the house
Everywhere.
tonight.
Full Wave's talking about the chili dog thing. I started that on Twitch just as a joke. I started going in a few people's things, and there was like 3 or 4 people that were like, "Oh man, I love that!" And I play it in one person's thing when I go on Twitch, and they can't stand it. And I said, "Well, hey, I'm just passing on the favor because everybody's requesting it. They're sucking
The
on a
fake
chili dog."
song, the
Hey,
fake chili dog. That's all it is. The one where Russ is in the video. The same one where.
I don't know if the video plays. I just type in song request sucking on a chili dog and it plays it. I don't know if the video pops up on the other side or the actual.
The best one is the one where Russ is in because they have a few John Cougar, words in it, but the rest of it is just sucking on a chili dog, and it all rhymes with all the other words of the song. The guy knows how to sing. Put it that way. Because if he can just sing "sucking on a chili dog" and make everything work out and pan out to the song, he's good. I mean, he is good. It's a good video. Russ is in it. Russ is doing
I got
like that big soft shell crab or shrimp and oyster pool boy.
Somebody sent me a link to that. I seen it. That was actual hot dog I had made here. I don't know, a long time ago. But it had macaroni and cheese on top of this hot dog.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, dude, I gotta get his name, but my stepson, he's been streaming on Twitch lately.
Yeah.
And he's so proud because he made like $40 last month.
I made $63 in 3 years.
Well, he does mainly gaming and stuff like that. So So I'm gonna get you his name for more people to follow him because look, dude,
I'll add him.
dude, he's he'll be 24 in May, but
Yeah.
he's severely he suffers from anxiety severely, but and he can't really hold a full-time job in retail and this and that, but he's been doing so good on this, and he's like, dude, I'm making money. I said, well, make enough so you can start paying some bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they changed the ad revenue on Twitch. I used to make like 50 cents, 60 cents a stream, which ain't much. But now they changed it to where you have to have so many people on your stream before you get ad revenue. But I've had 2 or 3 people that would donate. Plus, I've won money, and people on Twitch, they'll do like $50 giveaways. I've won that twice, and I won a $100 giveaway just by sitting in someone's stream for 6 hours and watching. But I haven't done a Twitch stream in a few months, though.
Dude, like the internet is down today. I don't know what the hell's going on. Bill Platt is kind of fucking. Oh, my bad. Bill Platt is kind of bad with internet service, so I don't think he can.
That's
go
what
live
Mrs.
tonight.
Mom said. Mamu is bad too.
He can't go live tonight, but dude, usually it's from like 11 or 12 at night till like 6 or 7 in the morning.
That's the right time.
Mm-hmm.
What game is he playing? Because if he's playing one of those popular games, that's probably why. Huh?
Oh, dude, I don't even know. I don't pay attention to what he plays.
Well, Doug, can you see chat? I'm gonna put mine in the chat.
Let me see. Chat.
I put my Twitch just name in the chat.
Twitch. Field guy
Twitch.
03.
Field guy,
just
you gotta
had-
put that 0316.
Yeah, I put a
On
0.
Yeah.
I added a 0.
0316.
Just I didn't have to. On Twitch, there's a lot of people with the 316, so I wanted to put a 0 in front of it to make it. I don't know. I got like 600 and something people on there. 634, 635.
Yeah.
I have a lot of.
Is Twitch strictly a phone thing, or is that on a computer?
No, it's just like this. You can
Okay.
stream games, or you could do chat. You can use StreamYards, which my StreamYards hasn't reset. It's the 4th. My StreamYards is supposed to reset, and it hasn't reset yet. So if I stream, I have to do restream.
As far as I know, I mean, I don't mess with Twitch. I don't know what it is, but I think it's more computer based than phone based.
Okay. So it's
Well,
just
yeah, it's just like YouTube in a way. I mean, there's also this. There's also Kick, which is really weird, which is like a copy of Twitch, but it's really weird. But you could do now. Twitch only saves your videos for 2 weeks unless you pay, and then it's 3 months. So your videos don't get saved, but you can take your Twitch videos and export them to YouTube. But you won't make money off of it if you're doing it to YouTube, because YouTube don't count third parties as revenue.
right.
Yeah. And dude, like when he first started, he had like 2 or 3 subscribers. In one night, he got like 40 subscribers.
I've only gotten 2 or 3 subscribers every so often. They go by followers, but subscribers you actually get paid for over there.
Yeah, well, that's why he made. I don't know what he made yet this month, but when he made $40 last month, he's like, I get paid on the 15th of April or something. I was like, well, I mean, shit, you can pay half of the electricity.
Yeah. Well, you can cash out at $50 on Twitch. It used to be $100.
Yeah.
Look at that crawfish.
That's that crawfish comes out of my son's pond down in Henry by Bouston, below Abbeville. That's his pond.
So wait, hold on.
That's a crawfish there.
I didn't buy any crawfish yet this year, so you're saying I can get it for cheaper?
You can get that one for about $4.
Yeah. That's about the going rate right now.
It's about 50 cents a
Yeah.
bite.
Hey, during when you get them big blue point crabs like that, those go for $3-4 a piece, and that's
Oh yeah.
down in crab country down in Chauvin and
Uh-huh.
Houma. $3 for one crab.
Mm.
Yeah, it's ridiculous this year.
Now this was about 5 years ago, and hell, I was catching crabs in the butterfly net on the river on Tikayu Bayou. We put the
Yeah, well,
butterfly net out, and we was catching shrimp, crabs, and that's what we brought home for the rest of the year. We brought
wait,
home, I don't know, 150, 200 pounds of shrimp, 30 dozen crabs.
well, you know how Good Friday is a whole crawfish boil type deal.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm in the you know where I'm at, Grumpy. I'm in the
Yeah,
me and you and everybody else, Kaplan, south of Kaplan, Crowley, in between Crowley and Eunice, Mamu to the west of Mamu. Man, we have a 500,000 acres of crawfish ponds around here.
well,
Price
but the
drops
thing
after
is,
Easter.
okay, but the thing is, this year, right around Good Friday, the week of Easter and all that, it always goes up for per sack.
For Good Friday. That's why.
Yeah, but
Holy Week.
this year it was 180. 180 was the cheapest sack that I saw.
For
Okay.
Good Friday.
Yeah, for Good Friday. Now, normally it's about 140 a sack, which, for good that whole Easter week. This
Yeah.
year it was 180. I saw as high as 360 a sack.
I saw it 350 a sack, but this was like 3 months ago. And then it
This
dropped to 50.
Yeah, but this year is the first year in 12 years that I've been in the Ville Platte area that we did not do a crawfish boil for Good Friday. I had
Oh,
two
okay.
I had two places to go, and they both did fish fries this year. Because I heard the week before Easter, somebody spent $1,200 on 4 sacks.
Jesus.
That's
I said,
ridiculous.
there ain't no way I'm doing $1,200. I don't care if everybody's pitching in. I'm not doing $1,200 for
Not
four
worth it.
sacks. No.
That's
You know,
ridiculous. My
yeah.
goodness.
I remember me telling Russ, the guy next to me,
Hmm.
2.5 months ago, we were talking crawfish prices, and I said 300 a sack. He said, I believed it.
Yeah.
And then not but 3 weeks later, they were down to $50.
I don't know. Do you know Candyman?
Huh?
Do you know Candyman? He's a farmer here in Ville Platte.
Not in Ville Platte, I don't know.
Okay, so Tony used to deal with him a lot. Candyman comes to the shop. He still comes to the shop pretty often because
Okay.
he has 120 freaking tires that he has to deal with. So
Right.
the last couple of times he came, he said, "Man, I've been setting traps and come back. He gets like maybe 7 pounds of crawfish."
Is Candyman like candy? Like a Snickers bar? Candy?
Yeah, they call him Candyman. I guess
Candy.
there's a little
Yeah,
bit.
candy. Okay.
There might be a little bit more to that name,
Yeah. I heard
but
now. I never heard of Candyman, but I've heard of the candy before. The certain
Ra-
kind. What's
Randy
up, RXTX?
Randy's your
Randy.
candy man at only
Randy's the guy
$20
I
a
was gonna
picture.
say that. It only
yeah,
costs $20. My sack only costs $20 a picture. Yeah, I don't want to see that
but
old sack.
but he's been setting traps, and the last couple of times he said, "Man, all I get is like I don't even get a full sack." And he has some land. I'm telling you, I think he has 100
Oh,
acres
I mean,
of crawfish land.
That's that golf cart I've been working on. That's what he's got. Instead of bull balls, he's got a pair of nuts there.
Yeah, pair of nuts. Oh
Yeah.
man,
I thought of
damn! Not,
blue in his blue balls or his blue
not,
nuts.
now
What
you got to
size?
paint them blue. Me
Yeah.
and my blue nuts. Me and my blue nuts.
Yeah.
Now you got to
What
paint them blue.
what size rims are those
What size
on that
what?
golf cart? On the golf
Rims.
cart, yeah. They some
What size
14s or
rims?
No, I don't
Oh no,
know.
that's a friend of his. Is a golf cart.
oh, okay.
He
It
worked
wouldn't
on
take
it.
it. Yeah, it wouldn't take a charge. All it was is he killed his batteries completely low, and the charger couldn't recognize it. So
Oh, okay.
I had to charge the batteries up a little bit before the charger for this would actually. I'm scaring the cats off. That was me giving a little test run today.
That's some small rims on that one. Those ain't but what 12-inch, 10-inch
I don't even know now.
tall.
Probably a 10-inch.
It's ready for him to pick up though.
Now I know Gerald Guillory over here, Jacob Guillory, the grandson. He owns that big crawfish plant right north of me, in between me
Yeah.
and on the Mamu Road, right north of
Uh-huh.
Eunice. He
Yeah.
owns that little shack on 8th Street at the red light in town, where
Yeah.
they got the
Yeah.
Mexican olas, all that Mexican pottery, that big old stuff.
Uh-huh.
That little crawfish balling shack right there, he owns that.
Damn. I was
Yeah,
thinking.
man, we were buying them already balled for $3.50 a pound, already balled. So we went twice over there at $3.50 a pound, man, because we was paying $1.50, $2 a pound, and they got some horses in there.
Yeah.
They call their crawfish, okay, because that's like a restaurant style. It's a
Yeah.
drive-through or a walk-up. Saying, "Hey, I need 10 pounds of ball crawfish and 5 potatoes, 5 corn." Done.
What,
That,
dude?
or you can wait 3 blocks long, and then go to the drive-through, put your order. And it's already balled. You ain't got to wait. All you got to do
Yeah.
is wait for them to put it in a sack for you, and that's it.
Yeah.
But $3.50 a pound, and if I'm paying $2, and I got to
Dude.
buy a whole sack, and I got to buy the seasonings, the corn, the potatoes, the onions, the propane. Then I got to burn my tractor down. When I get a pinhole leak in my hose, and my tractor burns down because I got a 10-foot flamethrower out of my propane bottle, I'm gonna just
Yeah.
go buy me some for $3.50 a pound.
Well, see, last year, about this time, we didn't have that drought or whatever. Last year, about this time, it was 25 a sack, and that's a 35
Yeah,
pound sack.
15 a sack.
Yeah,
If you bought 2 or 3 sack, $15 a sack.
and look, I was buying it pretty much weekly.
Yeah,
you know,
you can ball them a little, parch them, paw ball
but
them, for 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
yeah,
Break the tails, put them in some, the peeling, the tails, the
yeah,
tail meat and the peelings. Gallon bags, throw them in the freezer, take them out, then peel them. That way you only got to peel, 6 pounds at a time instead of stacks
but
up.
this time last year, I had crawfish probably about 6 or 7 times, and I was done with crawfish. This
Oh yeah,
year,
yeah.
this year I
You
only
were
had crawfish
tired of it.
one time because my daughter's birthday or whatever, and the sack was a $106 for the sack, and it was a 33-pound sack, which I was like, man, that's still a lot for a sack, but I was like, it's my daughter's birthday, we got to do
Oh,
it,
I'll be back.
and I had my little 2 pounds that I eat and everybody else ate. But this year, yeah, I've stayed away from crawfish.
Yeah, I got a brand new high performance pot that High Performance Cookers sent me to do a crawfish boil with.
Uh-huh.
And he contacted me about a week and a half ago and says, "Hey, you plan on?" I know crawfish are high right now and they're running real small. He goes, "Are you planning on doing a boil with that pot?" I said, "I tell you what, I'm gonna give it through April, and if they don't come down in price and get bigger or whatever, I'm just gonna do some shrimp to do a video." But I decided to go ahead and just do a review on the pot itself and then turn around and do a shrimp boil. Plus, he gave me it's a little fryer with a high performance bottom on it with a banjo burner. And I think I'm just gonna do chicken wings in that. But yeah, I was really hoping I had knocked out some crawfish by now, but I'm not paying them ungodly prices. I'll buy
No.
shrimp. Yeah.
Well, where are you here?
I live in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Oh, okay. So, have you seen that little
Okay. Hold on, Grumpy.
that
Hold
little
on, Doug. Hold on, Doug.
Uh-huh.
And this lean off the dock break was brought to you by Grumpy Stack Tires. Buy a stack. Grumpy Stack Tires, that is. Located in Ville Platte, Louisiana, home of the Million Mile Tire. There you go, brother.
Ad revenue right there.
Hey, don't hold me to the Million Mile Tire type thing.
Oh no, okay. Hey, no. I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished. You know, if y'all ship, he'll handle it.
I'll handle every one of them.
Y'all ship it, he'll handle it.
All that good jazz.
No, that's just something. See, Phil Guy had a little commercial, like that when I'd lean off the dock and stuff. He started that. Then I added home of the Million Mile Tire, and then Phil Guy added after that. He says, "Y'all ship it, he'll handle it," and we do it 3-4 times a night, And I got Randy.
I'm running on my screen.
RXCX barbecue in here. When I'm live on this panel and I go lean off the dock, because sometimes I'll announce it. I got to go lean off the dock, piss break. And sometimes Randy will say, "Hey, Boo, do the commercial, man." He wants to hear Grumpy Stack Tires.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
So it's catching on.
The day I get people saying, "Hey, this Grumpy Stack Tires, man," that'll make my day. But
if I would put the phone number in, hey, Phil Guy runs a banner across the bottom, but he doesn't put your phone number. You might get a couple phone calls and say, "Hey, man, I just wanted to see if you're a real tire shop, because I've been hearing about you on YouTube."
I don't think I'm allowed to put the phone number on YouTube.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't see why not.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that anyway without Doug's permission in the first place. Because then people start prank calling. They'd be like,
"I don't care." Well, the shop number, don't give him his personal cell phone. Just give him the shop phone number.
Yeah.
I'll give you the shop number right now. It's 337-831-2451.
All right, folks, call now. Operator standing by.
Operators are standing by.
If they call now, I left my phone in the shop tonight, so I ain't answering.
All right. Well, if by some chance somebody does pick up the phone, that ain't him.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but
it might be the crackhead down the road.
Be like, "Oh, wait."
Hey, but if somebody does answer the phone tonight, at least I'll know somebody broke into my shop tonight.
Be like, "What? Is this Grumpy Stack?" Like, "I don't know. I'm just trying to find some crack, man." Like,
831-2451. That's the number.
Yes, sir. Now, Russ, have you seen that like little 3-gallon plastic bucket that you can boil crawfish in?
I've heard of that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay, so my mother-in-law got that for me for I guess my birthday last year,
Mhm.
and I was looking at it. I was like, how the hell is this gonna work? I said, hot water, plastic bucket, not
Yeah.
gonna work. It's gonna melt the bucket. I don't know how they did it. They put a heating element probably about a half an inch above the bottom of the bucket,
Yeah.
but you pour the water in about halfway and you turn it on, and dude, it works perfect. It doesn't, the plastic doesn't get soft. I don't know how good it is for the health, with
It's
plastic bottles.
probably because there is water in there that's
Yeah,
keeping the temperature from not going over 212, and the plastic can handle it. That's more than likely how,
It's probably a siliconized plastic, and that can
honestly,
handle 1,000 degrees, 500 degrees,
but
600,
honestly,
depends on which one it is.
Yeah.
you know, for that bucket, I'm telling you, it's of course, I don't know how safe it is. It probably is food grade safe, but it's great for little batches. As
Yeah.
far as you
Nine
throwing in the
hundred
sacks,
degrees right there.
yeah.
Look,
Well,
this is what it's meant for right here.
you got a 35-pound sack. You're gonna have to boil for at least 8 batches. you know, it's only good for just enough, but I haven't really done crawfish in there. I've done shrimp, and it comes out like an 80 gallon or an 80 quart boiling pot like that. You have.
Yeah. Somebody was telling me about it. I don't know. It's been a while back, and I looked into it. I know what you're talking about. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That's 1,000 degrees right here.
Space
That's a
Rangers.
silicone work mat.
That is an Apple thing. I got an iMac or a MacBook, and the camera, it recognizes like when you do hand gestures
Yeah.
or
Do the Zeus.
well, I wanted to do
Zeus.
the thumbs up. Come on, there it
You got
goes.
it. There it is. Yeah.
But
A full wave wreck. Yes, I am real.
I can do a thumbs down. See, I got some buttons I can just click on too without actually doing with my
Wait,
finger here.
Do
Doug,
the
Uh,
Zeus.
Doug is real. Who said he wasn't real? He's right there.
Hey
but
man,
yeah, it's
you know
that's
I
cool.
I've
I like Zeus,
I've just had so much
the
go
Greek
on
god.
in the last 6 months that I haven't been. I haven't been on Scotty's feed. I haven't been on the normal feeds. My phone was broken for a while,
Yeah, I remember you
and
said that.
normally it's 9:12 p.m. right now here in the good old state of Louisiana. I'm usually in my bed and ready to sleep by
Yeah,
now.
you're out sleeping. About the time I start my stream, you're already sleeping.
Hey Russ,
I have to
Yeah,
start around that time, honestly.
do Zeus.
But yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I like that. That's my favorite one.
That's pretty cool, lad. That's
Yeah.
special.
What's your
No,
favorite
that's
one?
not new. I've been having it a couple years.
They say the
Tim,
phones. I think the phones will do it. I know the tablet,
I
not
don't
the
know. My
tablet.
granddaughter tried to do that. The heart,
Yeah,
like you did it with the heart and with her tongue like that. She was
you
doing
ain't got to
that.
do the tongue. All you got to do is the heart. Always just throw that tongue.
Yeah,
I
I know.
can't.
She was doing the tongue thing. I don't know if she
Yeah,
saw my granddaughter saw you doing it or whatever, but she tried that
Hey,
with her phone and it didn't work.
wait,
yeah.
Cajun,
She got an iPhone.
Yeah,
Cajun.
Is it? Has she updated it recently? Because it was part of
I
the
don't
last
know.
update.
What, Grumpy?
It was part of the
Uh,
latest update.
Granddaughters and tongues. I don't even like talking about my daughter's tongue. So stop
Oh
talking
no, I mean she was trying to do the hearts.
Like this. Wait a minute. My tongue's ready because I'm eating these Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, they roll off his tongue. Les
Well,
Wiley, man, what's going on, brother? I hadn't seen you in a month of Sundays, probably
it's been a
more than
couple
that,
years.
and a coon's age. Man, I ain't seen you in about a year and a half.
Yeah.
I'm doing better since my gallbladder surgery. I don't know if you came in my stream, one of my streams after that, but had that taken out, and I kind of filled out a little bit, as you can tell. Yeah, 185, man. That's when I weighed 184. And when I
Hey,
got out of the hospital after my surgery, I was 144. So Missy packed 40 pounds on me, brother.
well, Cajun, I think you were about. I was about 185 when you came to the shop. I put on a little weight because I thought, you know, I was kind of fitting in with the neighborhood too much. You know, when I would go to the store, people would ask me if I was on meth or if I was
Oh,
sick.
yeah,
so,
but man,
so
they knew you when you weighed like what 250,
no,
300.
I weighed 450 at my
No,
peak.
but I'm talking about they knew you at the shop when you weighed 250, 300, and then you steady lost weight,
Yeah.
because you man, yeah, you said you was gonna die if you didn't lose weight.
Oh,
So
dude, I would walk 5 feet and be out of breath and be in a ton of pain, so I'd have to sit down. But when I bought the shop from Tony, I was 350,
350. Okay.
and the lowest I got down to was 172, and I was like, you know what, that's just too small. I was still considered overweight, but I wasn't obese.
Yeah, because you're short.
Yeah, I
Oh,
jumped up to
I gotta get that.
I'm at like 195 now, and I'm comfortable right there.
Hmm.
Yeah, 350, man. That's I put on a bunch of weight. I retired over 2 years, 2 years, 4 months, and I've been doing a lot lately though. I've been moving just to try to keep this weight controlled because I'm only 5 foot 7.5 on a good day. You know what
That's
I'm
me.
saying? Yeah,
I, I'm at five. I'm at 5'8" on a good day and 5'6" on a bad day.
yeah, that's me.
But no. And honestly, I don't know what you weigh. You know, my biggest thing is I get at least half of my body weight in ounces of water a day.
Yeah,
And you know, honestly, that'll help control the hunger and the weight more than what you eat, really.
yeah, yeah. It will. You're right. That and you won't store water. You know, you won't hold water if you drink a lot of it because your body
Oh,
don't.
dude, I think I peed about 20 times today.
Yeah, yeah, some people try to like quit drinking water so their body won't hold it. Well, it does just the opposite because your body thinks you don't have a supply of water and it's going to hang on to it. You know,
Exactly.
if you give it a lot, it'll dump it. You know.
Oh, it dumps it real quick. And if like if you see your urine should come out clear as day.
Yeah, that's right.
That means you're fully hydrated. If it
Yep,
comes out
Yep.
dark brown or yellow, man, you don't have enough water in you.
yep, absolutely. I used to work in this shipyard over in Pascagoula. And man, it was so freaking hot. We just sweat profusively all day long and constantly drinking water. And it didn't matter how much water we drank. It's just, you going to bed? All right, good night. It was still like, gold, yellow, whatever you want to call it. It's like, God, couldn't get
Well,
enough
but
water.
see, the thing is, and I learned this quickly. Okay, so I work in a tire shop. It's friggin' hot as hell in the tire shop in the middle of the summer.
Hmm.
Okay, so for every 5 bottles of water, I drink a 20-ounce bottle of like Powerade Zero or Gatorade Zero
Right.
because I don't like to do the sugar. But if I was to drink 24 bottles of water, you know, whatever I sweat out and whatever I pee out,
Yeah.
It's gonna completely deplete me of electrolytes.
Right.
You
So
salt. Yeah.
so for
Mm.
every 5 bottles of water I drink, I drink a 20-ounce bottle of like I said, Powerade or Gatorade.
Yeah, you got to. I actually heard like some military people had actually they were making them drink so much water, like one of them died or whatever. He was drinking too much water and not enough the stuff that your body needs. It was
Yeah.
flushing
Well, in
everything out of the
sports,
system. You know.
in junior high and high school, when we was playing football and sports, whatever, they was handing out salt pills, and I was in April and May, okay, because we finished school in May.
Yeah.
So, and then we went back in September, and when we were doing, track or whatever, we was taking salt pills. I mean, eating salt pills to put out, all that back in our body.
Well, see
Oh,
what's good.
I,
What's
my son was on the phone, and he said his crawfish are $5 a pound.
Holy
yeah.
For them
crap!
selects, all them
He's
selects. So it's 150 a sack.
is he down in Lafayette?
He's down below Abbeville, down there,
Oh,
and
okay,
they
okay.
got some big crawfish down there by Eras, Henry, Bullstone, all that area down there. That's some.
Hey,
That's
you
all
know
big
what?
crawfish.
You know why they call it ERAF?
A what?
You know why they call it ERAF?
Eras?
Yeah. Do you know why they call it that?
I guess that was somebody's last name.
No, no, no. It's because they're illiterate and they tried to name it Earth,
Earth.
but they got the
We
wrong.
always call it Earth. Earth. When we're making a joke. No, I don't know where the Eras come in at. And then,
I have no
uh,
idea, but
but anyway, there was a guy in here earlier, and he saw the video I put out of me and you, Grumpy,
uh-huh.
and he was like, "Damn, Boudreaux, man, you 6 foot tall, huh? 6'1". I'm like, "No, why?" He said, "Man, you 2 heads higher than that guy he's with." I said, "You don't understand. He's only 5'2". I said, "I'm only 5'8". I said, I don't stand no taller than 5'8". I got measured at the doctor's office with my boots on, and I was 5'8".
Hey man, like
Soaking wet.
and you're
I
older
was
than me.
Colt
You know,
49.
you're supposed to shrink more than I do. But at one
I
point
shrank
I was
since high school. I was 5'11", and I shrunk 3 inches. My back's all messed up.
uh, my tallest I was 5'8.5". I think I'm about 5'6" now.
5'6".
They say you shrink over the years, so
Oh, you
compression.
do. I have. I was 5'8" when I was 18, and when I went to have that surgery done a couple years ago, I was 5'6.5".
Okay,
Mm.
so when
Yeah,
I was
I said 7.5. Like I was 5'6", so I've lost an inch and a half over the years.
I know
Yeah.
I've lost height because when I was 450 pounds, they did a bone scan on me before I had my surgery, and they looked at my spine and they said, "Man, you look like you're an 80-year-old woman because you have what it looks like is osteoporosis." My spine was full of fractures. It
Wow,
was
Mine too.
it
trying
was
to hold
compression fractures
trying to
because of
hold
the
that
Compression
weight.
weight
fractures.
up.
I got
Yeah.
mine. One part of my one side on a few of my vertebrae are this tall, and the other
Uh-huh.
ones are like this. Okay, they both supposed to be even. One's
Yeah.
like this, and the other one's a little shorter, and then the disc is bulging out of those vertebrae.
Yeah.
And
I
see
got
that's
osteoporosis, spinal stenosis. I had spinal meningitis when I was 24. The
Dang.
doctor messed me up coming out, hit my nerves in my spine. That ain't got nothing to do with that. But boy, that's a pain nobody wants to ever go through is a spinal tap,
Hmm.
especially when it don't go right.
I
I
heard
heard
that.
about that.
Well, Boo, I'm gonna jump off here. It was good hanging out with you. You guys, Phil Guy, Grumpy.
All
See you,
right,
Russ.
man.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, Russ. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was fixing to mention my son. He broke his back. T12 on down. He had, I don't know, yeah, he had some kind of, they did something with him. He was on his shrimp boat. He was getting up on the fuel dock, come down, fell across the doors, and big 5 foot tall, 10 foot long doors. And I mean, oh man, screwed him up bad. Screwed him up bad. Let's see what it was. L1, L2, 3, 4, T5, 8 places.
Sure.
Dang.
Me and Missy went and seen him in Dusson, Ridge, with the guy I bought my Jeep from. And he was at home from the hospital. We was on the way to Lake Charles. He said, "No, just come over here to Ridge." I'm like, "All right."
But
So, hey,
anyway,
Russ, appreciate you
yeah.
coming in. Want to meet?
Yeah, man.
Take it easy. And
Y'all
if
have
you
a
ever want
good
some of them
night.
big crawfish, let me know ahead of time.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna pan out, but we'll see. I'm gonna do something though real soon.
Yeah, they won't offset the gas price.
Yeah. Y'all have a good one. Later.
Hey,
All right,
Russ.
have a good one.
Later, chat.
Pluta.
Later.
Oh, I'm in the middle. There we go.
Did that like that. I hate being sardined up like that next to each other. It
Oh,
don't. You know, you look tall and skinny like that. You know, well, I mean, if Doug wanted to lose a little bit more weight, I can do that again.
Yeah.
But I'm over my 2 hour mark by a half hour, just about.
Yeah.
Hey, and it's getting kind of late for this old man right here, you know.
It ain't getting late for you. You can do that every now and then. Hell, I'm the one been going to bed at 9 o'clock at night.
Well, shit,
Sometime 8:30. I mean, dark hits, dude. I'm in between the sheets and I'm up at 5 in the morning.
dude, I'm up at 5 in the morning every morning, and normally I'll be in bed for like 10, 11 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the at night. But last night I I was so slow at the shop yesterday that it wasn't even funny. I was exhausted. Then I had to go to my grandson's t-ball game. That ended at 6:30. I came home. I sat outside for about 30 minutes. I went in, took a shower, and before I even hit the freaking pillow, I was sleeping last night. I don't even think it was dark last night when I went to bed. I
See, I
woke up
took a
this
nap
morning. I
early.
was like, "What the hell's going on?"
Remember, I went to bed about 5:30 or 6, something like that, around 6. I just want to take a little hour nap or whatever. And I think I got up at 9:30 or 10. I missed everybody's live or whoever's live that was on there that night. Missed that. Had a couple of links to join in or whatever. And I ate a late supper. And hell, I went back to bed at 11:30. Got up at 6:37 the next morning. I needed that. That was a good sleep I had.
Well, see, it was lucky I was going through Facebook Messenger. I wouldn't have known about this tonight. And I went through Facebook Messenger. I don't have it on my like as a separate app, so it doesn't let me know. But I was in Facebook and I saw, in Messenger I had another message, so I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, StreamYards. Let me make Field Guys night."
Yeah. Well,
Well,
hell, you
no.
made my night. You
Well,
know, I mean,
yeah,
that's the
Cajun.
second or third time you've been in mine. But I told him, I said, "Hey, it's not dark yet." It was like, I don't know, 7:30 or something like that, 7:20. Right when Field Guy jumped in, I said, "Hey, copy that link up there," and I said, "Go to Doug's and paste it in his message, in his email. Send him an email or whatever." So he says, "Well, usually he's sleeping by dark," but he said, "I'll give it a try." I said, "Yeah, usually he's sleeping when you live, but I'm live during the daytime."
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to go live in the day, but it doesn't work with my job. So I mean, but it might work with this current job, but still.
Right.
But,
What's see, like I wanted to come on Field Guy stream, like what, last week or the week
A couple
before?
of weeks ago.
Yeah, two
Yeah,
weeks ago, because we were waiting on you a couple times.
and I'm telling you, I mean, honestly, you know, that murder that happened in front of my shop, I was there, and dude, I was just so messed up in the head, you
Yeah.
know,
So it
because
was a murder. It wasn't just a shooting.
no, it was a murder. They wanted that dude dead.
And that was behind your shop.
No, it was out on. Okay, so you know how you come on North Chitania, right in front of the shop. You know, I have that
Yeah,
door
on
wide
North
open.
Chitania Road, where I parked that last time, where you changed the
Hmm.
tires out or whatever. Yeah,
Okay, so you know you were parked in front of that oak tree.
yeah,
Okay, well the murder happened. You know, behind that oak tree is like that open land that it's part of my land. And then
okay.
before you get or you know where the canal is.
You had a drainage ditch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So the people who, the person who shot the dude was in either my land, that open land, or in the yard behind me, and they shot him. I heard 8 or 9 shots. Well, they
wow.
were back there,
Damn.
and he was on the street walking towards that canal. He didn't quite make it to that canal.
Okay.
So once he got past the shop, that's when they opened fire on him. And you know, so it wasn't directly in front of my shop, but it was directly in front of my property.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So it was
crazy.
like that. Okay, like say if I'm coming from the hospital or
Hmm.
uh,
From
what?
LaSalle.
Yeah, the hospital, and then I'm heading north. And then
Yep.
if I would pass your shop, I mean, and then just turn right at the corner to go in your back door to pull in, that's he was down that road
No,
when
no,
he
no, no,
when they
no,
found him.
no,
When they
no, no.
found him, no,
No.
no,
So if you're coming from the hospital or from LaSalle, you go before you get to that stop sign. My shop is right at that stop sign. Right as you pass the canal, that drainage ditch, that's where he was shot and killed.
Hmm.
okay,
That's
So it was,
crazy.
yeah. And the way the news put it on there, it fucking drove me nuts.
I bet so.
What is that?
blackberries, man.
Oh, I need some
That's
Look,
the
the
more
red
weed.
Golden
ones, the
Brown.
black ones, the red ones, the black ones, dewberries, blackberries.
Yep. Okay,
That's
so
down. That's down in the Compagne, man. In French, the country,
Hmm.
in the
mhm.
Compagne. Petite fille de la Compagne, c'est mariée maison jamais. The little girl from the country, don't you ever get married. Petite fille de la Compagne, c'est mariée maison jamais.
I like
Yeah,
those.
but
But
so more on that. Like I was we were doing an upper control arm on this dude's truck. And I'm sitting right at the passenger side. You know, I had the tire off. We were doing the control arm, and I heard three shots, which I was like, "Man, who's doing fireworks?" And then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it just kept going, and I was like, "What the, bro?" My buddy who was standing at the front of the truck, he ran outside. He saw the dude who shot him. He saw him running down that side road. So my buddy had run to his truck, grabbed his gun, and started chasing the dude who shot the dude. I was like, dude, get back over here.
yeah,
Man,
At
dude,
that
no, man, no, no,
dude,
they gonna
no,
come back over you with a
no.
posse.
okay, so I don't, I know you know, but white men in that area aren't very populated.
Popular.
There's not a lot of white people in that. So of course, the first thing I hear is, "Oh, that white dude shot him." Before I got home, which was 20 minutes after the shooting, I closed up shop. I left. Before I got home, which I live 5 minutes away from my shop, I heard I was the one who shot him.
Jesus.
Rumors were spreading around.
And you know how Ville Platte is. Oh, Grumpy shot him. Grumpy shot him. I'm like, no, dude. I said, okay. So from what I heard, it was he robbed me, and I went ahead and shot him. I was like, dude, if he robbed me, and I had that much money on me, I'd shoot him while he was robbing me, not
Yeah,
when
in
he's
the shop.
halfway down the road. You know. But I talked to the guy's brother who was murdered, and he's like, dude, I've been coming to the shop for God knows how long. He's like, but before you owned it, I've been coming to the shop. He's like, we all know that you didn't do it. You know.
Yeah.
You see, if you go 2 blocks, say like by your back door, you know, where the
Uh-huh.
people drive in on your lift, okay, that road.
Yeah.
If you go 2 blocks to the east and you turn left and you go a block, that's Uncle Ronald Brown right there. That was Tony's uncle.
Oh, the old
The
I think it's closed now.
refrigerators, the stoves, the
Yeah.
washer and
He's
dryers, two
he's
blocks and
closed
one
now.
block.
That
Huh?
that place is closed down.
He probably retired, man. Uncle Ronald's about 75 or 80.
Oh yeah. Well, they opened
It
the
was just his yard. It's his house and it's fenced in and all that's concrete where he's got all them washer and dryers and stoves and
yeah.
refrigerators and he's got
Yeah.
that tall fence, you know,
Uh,
and it locks at night.
that's right over by the villa, huh?
2 blocks to the east of you and 1 block north. I'll tell
Across
you which
from the
street is on.
Latour, huh?
Latour, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the next block over, but it's kind of far down.
No, no, it's two
Yeah.
blocks to the east.
No. 2 blocks to
One
the east of me would be Takeover
right
Road.
across the street from the church. The
Yeah.
graveyard's right there too, if I ain't
Yeah,
mistaken.
that's the next block over. That's Latour. See, I'm on North Chitania and East Jackson. Now,
Right.
you're-
If you go down Jackson
yeah, and
to
that
the
that
east,
next stop sign is Latour. If you take a left, that's going north. That's where the cemetery and the church is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Well, I said 2 blocks. It looks like 2 blocks, but
Yeah,
the
it's
next
one
street,
block.
the next, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
That-
at the corner. Let me see here.
Is that
Let me get a
that's
road
Latour
view.
and that's not Latour and Beauregard, huh?
Let's see. But I'll tell you this story. When I went to my aunt's last time, 2 times ago, there was this lady
Okay,
that
no,
was
he ain't got
walking
no
the
fence.
road.
He's got a big it's
Mhm.
on the tour, but I forget the name of the little street on the side. I thought it was fenced in, but it's not. It might have been at one time.
It probably
But he's
was.
got all these he's on the corner of the tour. He's right across from the cemetery
Yeah.
and the
Yeah, I know
church.
exactly where that
Right
was.
across from the church on that corner.
Yeah, but he's been closed for probably over a year now. I think he sold it.
Probably so, yeah. That's V Dream. He's on V Dream and Latour.
Yeah.
Because there's no road that goes through the cemetery. V Dream ends right there.
Yeah. Well,
And then starts back
but
starts
Beauregard
back
goes.
past the church to the west.
Okay, so Beauregard is right south of the the cemetery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's he's north of Beauregard.
yeah. I know exactly
See,
where
V
he's at.
Drain runs dead end. It's V Drain's a little small street like what goes on the side of your shop.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he's
yeah.
on the tour in Vidrine. Like I said, he's almost across the street from the church.
Nothing but love.
But
How you doing?
the cemetery is straight across from him.
Yeah.
Nothing
Hey,
but love. What's happening? Uh,
somebody ran into the cemetery. They came across too quick and hit one of the
gravestones,
sarcophaguses or whatever. Look,
a tomb.
well, you saw old feet and like old decomposed feet. It was pretty nasty. Yeah.
Oh
They
boy.
get on it.
Okay, Vidrine ends right there. Vidrine don't start again. Actually, Beauregard takes over Vidrine Street
Yeah.
to the west side of the cemetery. But
Hmm.
yeah, he probably closed down. Man, he had. I thought, man, at one time all that was fenced off,
It
and I
was.
see it's not fenced no more. So I guess he shut it down.
Yeah. But I think he had sold it to somebody else. They had it open for a while as like a auto paint body shop or some shit.
No, this
And
is just a house.
oh,
This is a house and a yard, but it was all concrete right there, and he's got those overhangs, those
yeah.
metal carports. It
Mhm.
was all that, and then he had a fence all around, and then he'd lock it up at night so nobody could steal the washer and dryers. Because washer and dryers ain't heavy, And like I said, he's like 75 years old,
Yeah.
Grumpy
and
grandpa.
he's gonna, be a heavy sleeper, and somebody just go steal a damn washer and dryer, and run down the road with it. Two people go down the road with it and load it in a truck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Hey,
think Ronald is 74 years old. Missing.
Okay, Zanron, we have a problem.
What's up, Van Ron?
Zanron, we have a problem.
The Battle of the Grumpies.
The Grumpy, yeah.
You see
The
that
Battle of the
second
Grumpy.
name?
I'll be back. I gotta go lean off the dock
Yeah.
again. Time for another commercial.
Who's
Zanron,
that?
I had it first.
Well, Zanron just changed that like 9 months ago when he became a grandpa for the first time. So,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what? We have another grumpy in the house. So, the Battle of the Grumpies. But yeah, when I'll finish the story. When I went to my aunt's house 2 times ago, there was this lady and she was on drugs and she was walking the dogs in the middle of the street. They knew her. I guess she was a crackhead or whatever. I never met her. So last time I go up there, like right across from where my aunt lives, there's the ditch, and like maybe not even 20 yards from that, there's a Blue Cross. And we coming back. I'm like literally right across the street. And supposedly this lady, she took drugs. She was walking in the middle of the night. She fell in the ditch, and they didn't find her for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
And they were clearing the ditches out, and long and behold, the body. And she was far in the ditch that way. Apparently, the cars couldn't see on the highway or nothing. And so nobody knows what really went on there.
wow.
But yeah, I'm just like, why is there a Blue Cross there? It's crazy.
Yeah,
Right in that area. So, and that's what I was kind of thinking at the time too, because I was like, oh, that's just weird thinking of your story. I mean, it's not similar, but I mean, sort of, and but I wasn't there for that one. But yeah, it's crazy that because it carries over to where Bunky is and stuff and all that stuff. Same general area, hour away, give or take.
which I'm extremely upset with you, Phil guy.
Shit. What now?
We were supposed to get together the last time you came, or you went to your grandmother's house.
Aunt's
Well,
house.
my aunts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
have
but
any.
they had the Hong Kong Fooey.
what was it, 2 or 3 times ago, we were at the same casino, but like I got there
You
2 hours later than
you
you
went at
left.
1 in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Missy said hello, Grumpy.
hey, Missy, you can't
Every
really
time
see
I
me
see
because I
Missy, I
got
get
no
hungry.
lights on.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody gets hungry when they see Missy.
I know.
When my son comes over here, he's like, "What Missy cooking?"
Got
Meatballs
reputation.
too. He said, "All right."
That reputation. But yeah, a couple of
Now
times
he'll
ago.
go back to second too. Big old plate stacked
Yeah.
up like that. I mean, a plate, okay, a Hungry Man plate.
Okay, so
So he got it wolfed down. He back. He got another one. No problem.
I need to I need to answer Grumpy or Zanron on this one. He says, I think you don't get many shootings or you guys are where you guys are from. Okay. So I I was born and raised in New York. I've seen my share of dead bodies and shootings and this and that. Um Ville Platte right now, I mean, I'm surprised I haven't heard a gunshot tonight because it's a nightly thing. We get way too many for the amount of people that are living in this place.
You in the quarter though,
Yeah.
or across the tracks, as they say. Because
Well,
you know Lincoln, that area, Lincoln, and then you what is it, Mill Street or Railroad Street is
see,
uh
the
but
next
you're
block
not far
over,
from the tracks.
the next block over is Railroad. You know,
Mm.
Yeah, that's it, Railroad Street. Okay.
okay, so I'm pretty much, you know where the rice dryers are.
Which ones?
The the rice dryers on Hickory. I'm
Okay.
you know, from me to the rice dryers, I can walk there in 2 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much on the edge of the woods, and the Kennedy sub is right, right down the road. So I'm not in Crosstown. My shop is in Crosstown. I'm in the woods. Um, there's gunshots all around.
Yeah, we don't hear that where I'm at. It's kind of a nice neighborhood where I'm at.
Yeah, well, I mean, my block is nice. Other than my block,
Yeah.
it's not too nice.
They did have a shooting over here in one of the rent houses on Second Street.
Uh-huh.
There were two of them got carried out, covered up, like that. Went in
Yeah.
feet first instead of head first. They went in feet first in the coroner's wagon.
Yeah.
One went in the ambulance. He was dead. Uh,
East Coast, how you doing?
and then East Coast, what? Eek! What's up, man? Just got home from baseball with the kids. Okay. Appreciate that, man. Hey, Eek, I got your envelope. Sure did.
Okay,
Sure
so they
did.
call.
And it's thick. And I noticed you used one of them stamps I gave you on there. You know, that
He probably
additional
sent you a
ounce
couple-
stamp.
He's sending
That's
you
how I
that
mail
good
coins.
Okay, so Zanron, it's not the literal woods. They call it the woods because it's Oak Street and Pine Street and Sycamore Street. That's why they call it the woods. It's not actual woods.
Yeah, you got to clarify when you say things, because then they're thinking, oh, you got a house and you're surrounded by trees and forest.
If I was in the woods, I would be happy.
You wouldn't have to deal with anybody. You can kill your own food and grow your own food. You wouldn't have to leave.
Exactly.
No, he's not in the Compines. He's not in the Grand Bois. No.
Yeah.
No, none of them two. But hey, they had that shooting in the back over there. About a month and a half later, the cops raided the place. Man, they told the landlord, he was on the city council or something. They said, look, man, you can't be renting. You're going to screen your renters, okay? We've been having complaints about your rent house for 2 or 3 years from neighbors. why are you renting that house without screening tenants?
Yeah.
He said, it's a drug house. It's a crack house. You know, they manufacturing crack in there and microwaves. They found 10 microwave ovens in that house. They found
Shit.
guns all over. They found $100,000 of cash. Are you getting a kickback out of that? Before
Hey,
they can make him resign, he died.
no,
Yeah. Hey, backwoods.
they didn't
I
find
would.
They didn't find $100,000 in cash. They found about $150,000 in cash, and they only said they found 100,000
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
because I don't
How's
care.
it
The
Yeah,
police,
that's right.
the police in this state, it doesn't matter which town you're in, they're corrupt as hell.
Oh, somebody in my chat, I think it was in my chat, the last time, like about a week ago, I think Doctor Who posted it, and he said Louisiana is the third most corrupt state in America. And
No, it's the first.
I said, are you sure? And he goes, yeah. I said, something wrong with it. I said, what's the first two? And he said, New Jersey and Washington, D.C. And I said, bullshit. Bullshit. I said, what, New Jersey maybe because of the mob, but Washington, D.C., nah, I can't see, can't see that. I mean, maybe now it is with El Presidente, but I mean.
Well, El Presidente and our Louisiana freaking Speaker of the House who's stabbing us all in the back.
Yeah, that asshole, yeah. But I still like, I watch John Kennedy. John Kennedy, like they'll do YouTube clips from
Yeah, man. He tears them a new asshole.
It's not like the other guy. But John Kennedy's like, why is it? And he'll say, and they'll be like, I don't really know at this time. It's like, well, why don't you? Oh, I don't really know. It's like, how do you not know what's going on? Oh, I'll get back to you on that. I'm like, that's how you should not run government.
Okay, so
he got with the Secretary of the Treasury. Okay, the main dog, the main woman, the Secretary of the Treasury, the highest money counter or in charge of the money of the United States you can get. He was like, why is there going to be a $51 million deficit in a few years? She was like, wait, let me, what numbers did you say? He said $51 trillion deficit that Joe Biden wants to do, And she was like, well, and then she's spurting out something, well, that's due to save money for the taxpayers. Wait a minute, this is taxpayer. This is all going to be coming from the taxpayers. We're going to put extra taxes on them. And she was like, well, I don't know about that. He said, well, what do you know? And then he said something. She says, that's not my job. He said, yes, this is your job. You are the Secretary of the Treasury. This is your job.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Man, she was crawfishing, baby. She was going backwards when John Kennedy had a net going toward her.
Hey, hold on, time out. The fake grumpy Zanrod.
Fake grumpy, oh good Lord.
What Livonia? Is that Livonia, Louisiana or Michigan?
No, that's way up there.
He's in Michigan.
Not Livonia down the road over here in Michigan.
He's in Michigan, right?
He's kidding, Zanron. Trust me, he's kidding. He's kidding.
Okay. I was gonna say
Missimi. Yeah, Michigan.
Okay.
Wrong one.
So Livonia, because we have a Livonia that's probably about 30 minutes away from here.
Yeah, I told him about that. It's about 40 minutes from me.
Yeah.
Straight east. My daughter was raised there.
I was thinking they got 4.5 million in fentanyl over here, but you probably had 9 million over here, and it got to 4.5 in Michigan because they dropped some off.
Well, actually, my daughter was raised in Rama, which is right by Grosset in the Chaffalay Basin, that big 20-mile wide swamp. She was raised there, but in her older, like when she was a teenager, she moved to Livonia.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would live in Livonia.
Well, it was on the outskirts, in between. She was actually in Lottie, right when you get
Oh,
off of the 3 Mile Bridge.
yep,
Look,
yep.
I call it
Right
low
there,
T. Low
you
T.
go, and then they got that welding shop on the left, big tin building with the barn tin with the big front
Yep.
door. You turn right there, and you went down there south in the cane fields. That's where she was raised. She was a
Yeah.
barefoot cane snake hunter,
Damn.
and she's mean as hell. She'll whip a man's ass.
Is she pretty?
She's beautiful. She got big old boobies, and
Wait, how old is she?
how my daughter.
Yeah.
Well, I can say that about her because she's 31. No, she's 32.
Oh man, that's too young for me.
Mm.
I told my wife I was gonna trade for a younger model.
Damn! Did she whop you on the side of the head?
Yeah,
That's why you spending more and more time at the shop. That's your new house. She done booted your ass out.
I'm still recovering.
She's like, I think you need to spend more time at the shop. Let's say 24 hours a day.
Well, look,
Yeah.
she's 2.5 years older than me, and she always points it out that I look about 10 years older than her.
There's my daughter.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, she came over to the shop yesterday.
I doubt it.
She said, Daddy, this dirty old man was hitting on me at the tire shop.
If she would tell me that, I would fall down on the floor laughing.
Yeah.
No, she's a manager at a donut shop in Walker, Denham Spring, in between Denham Springs and Walker, but
Yeah.
closer to Walker. North Walker, not Walker South.
Yeah.
Like going toward Berthelot's and Fred's Lounge on the
Uh-huh.
river in Port Vincent. Yeah, not Walker South. She wished she lived in Walker South. That's a nice area down there. Well, she's in a nice area though. But
Yeah.
Walker South, man, that is where you only a half a mile from Fred's Lounge, the one on the river, not the Fred's Lounge in Mammoth. Fred's on the river. Man, that's a
Yeah.
partying, kicking ass place right there. You could walk home, without getting mugged or getting stopped for a DUI or whatever.
That voice chat, Zanron, keeps betraying you. We know you meant 20 instead of 2. We got that, but that voice chat's just trying to put words in your mouth.
You wanna knock on Fred's Lounge in Mamou. If I could get to the point where I can only open on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, whatever it is, and live off of that, I'd be happy.
Well, the guy that owns it, okay, his name's Steve Guillory. He's from over here. He bought that from Tonsue years ago. She don't even work there no more. She was she was in charge of taking in the beer trucks, and all that. I got offered that job, but anyhow, and then stacking T-shirts, folding shirts or putting them up, small, medium, and large. That was her job. And then going around because everybody loved Tonsue, and half the people went there to just take a shot of her hot damn, and she had a holster that would hold her hot damn, a pint of hot damn. She had a gun holster that was specially made for a hot damn bottle. And then she'd open it and give you a swig out of it if you asked her for it, But anyway, she was running the place, and Steve she thought it was her place still, but it wasn't. So he says, I think it's time for you to move on, So, because she had retired one time. They had a big retirement party for her and all that and everything. Oh, boy, T-shirts, Tonsue retirement. She was still there every weekend, so nothing changed. So Steve finally told her to retire. But, hey, you're right. That place opens up at 6:30 in the morning. You can go drink coffee there with Steve. And then the band starts at 9 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And they end at 1:30, the band. and the place shuts down at 2, and that's once a week. Saturday mornings, and a couple hours in the afternoon.
Yep.
And that man makes $18,000 a Saturday.
Yes.
$18,000.
That's
Yeah.
But that's
crazy.
sales, though. That's sales.
But you
T-shirt.
got
They sell a lot of T-shirts. That's most of the sales.
K-Bone that's there every Saturday morning.
It's not K-Bone. It's KVIP.
KVPI. Yeah,
KVPI. Yeah.
that's Mike Perron and them.
Yeah.
See,
Zenron, burn the machine down.
So
Mike
you got the
Perron's-
radio station there. Then you got, like I said, the T-shirt sales, but, a Bloody Mary, they famous for their Bloody Marys.
Mhm.
And they put a string bean in it instead of a celery. And I prefer the string bean.
I love
And
this string bean.
Back then, the Bloody Marys back then was $6. I think
Yeah.
they like $9 now.
But
So if
still,
you
that's
sell
not bad.
400 Bloody Marys, just say at $10, that's $4,000.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. So if I could open my tire shop for one day a week and make
Yeah.
$18,000 a day, I'd be happy.
Yeah. And at $2.50 a beer, it used to be $2 a beer. Then they went up. But see, there's no cover charge though.
Yeah.
You get to listen to music all morning and some of the afternoon for nothing. And by 10 o'clock in the morning, man, you got to squeeze in there.
Mhm.
It's a small place, but if that place was 3 times the size, it wouldn't have the same atmosphere.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a good movie, Zenron. Definitely a good movie.
Hey y'all, I'm headed out because it's way past my bedtime.
Well, I'm at the 3-hour mark now. The 2 hour and then the 2.5 hour. So
Yeah, I was gonna do a live, but I don't think I'm gonna do one tonight because I might do one. I'll probably do one tomorrow after I get off of work, but it'll be around this time, 10 o'clock. I was supposed to go on 8 to 4, but then my manager called me. She goes, "Oh, the district manager changed your schedule around. You have to come in and close." And I went, "Damn it!" So I gotta go on 1 and 9:30.
I'm telling you, if I'm still sober and awake, I'll be on your stream tomorrow night.
Yeah, I try. Well, when Cajun used to come on Wednesdays, when now he's coming on Thursdays, and that's what I want to do Thursdays. So I kind of plan on if Cajun does like an hour and a half, 2 hours, then I'll go live after that. But
Well, I think I expanded Cajun's show by about an hour tonight by actually getting my ass on.
well, Russ was on here too, so I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
yeah.
Well, my StreamYards is supposed to reset on the 4th, and I'm looking at it right now, and it still ain't reset yet. So, instead of the 4th, they should tell me the 5th.
Well,
But I mean,
oh yeah, today is the 4th.
yeah, no, it waits until like midnight. Maddie
Peachy
Stacker.
guy, what's up? Maddie Stacker Ray. Well, welcome Stacker. Oh, Mad Stacker. Mad Stacker. Everyday
Man.
opportunity.
Oh,
What's up?
well, that means Cajun's got to be on another half an hour now.
Insane.
Actually, I'm a.
Man, people are stealing my shit. There's a grumpy Zanron and a stacker now. God, man, I got.
Oh,
Mad
there's all
Stacker's
kind of
been around for a
stackers
while
in the
now.
coin community, dude. They have a Doug Stacker out there. They got Silver Stacker. They got Empire Stacker.
Wait a
Man,
minute.
they got more stackers than you
You
can
know-
shake a stack at.
You don't
I
have
mean, a
Grumpy
stick
Stack on there. You just have Grumpy on it right now. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
stacking
where's Grumpy Stacks? Yeah, Grumpy Stacks. Where's all
the
your
stacking
silver and
community
gold?
is,
Where's all your
Mad
silver,
Stacker.
Grumpy Stacks?
YouTube tried to mess with Mad Stacker so many, like 3 times to get monetized.
Matt
They
Stacker
kept
said,
messing
bro,
with his
welcome to my community. He's talking to you, Grumpy Stacks.
He's just messing around, Zanron. It's all good. It's all good. But
Matt Stacker, bro, welcome to my community. That's right.
Grumpy is behind the Grumpy Stack tires. When we do the commercial, That's the man right there. I'm gonna get some ad revenue one of these days. He's gonna hook me up. He's gonna be like, "Here, I got a quarter."
Yeah, I got. Look, I got 32 cents right now. I can go bring it to you.
Yeah. Y'all gotta go to the Facebook and hit up Grumpy Stack Tires and say, "Yeah, I need some tires. You know, drive 500 miles and get some tires. Why not, right?"
Hey, why not?
Shit.
All right, guys, man. I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
All right, Grumpy Stacks, take it easy, Mona Me.
Appreciate you, Grumpy Stack, for popping
Good
up.
night.
I'll send you them links. So
All right, man.
have a good night.
Hey, Grumpy, you know anybody got a good car for sale?
What kind of car are you looking for?
I don't know, something to get us around town.
What's wrong with the Jeep?
Oh man, the freeze took the engine out 3 months ago.
Oh shit. Let me do
I got a car coming from New York. The title hadn't been sent to me yet, but Missy's getting antsy. You know, she said if it don't come in 2 or 3 weeks, because it's been 2 months.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me talk around and I'll find it. I'll find something.
He got lost on the way to Albuquerque.
Something around $1,200, $1,500, something like that.
Hey, I might have something that I can fix up real quick and get y'all rolling again.
Well, this car here, Missy's got her mindset on this car from New York. You know, that's why she's
what kind
waiting.
of car is it?
That's why she's waiting. Oh, it's a Suzuki. It's a 2011.
It's a pickup or
No, it's a car, SX4.
SX4. Okay.
4-door sedan, not the hatchback, the sedan. It's only got 78,000 miles on it.
Yeah, but you got to look underneath. It might be.
No, this guy, he fluid filmed like twice a year or whatever. I know this car. I've seen underneath and all that on this car. One of the fenders is off because a lady hit him with it. This guy bought the car new and he's giving it to him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if I can find something, I'll let you know.
But if that doesn't come through, Missy's gonna be looking for something. You know.
All right. I'll keep my eyes open. All right.
Appreciate it, Mona Me.
All right. Later.
See you, Sir Stack.
G stands for
just empty every pocket.
Empty every pocket. Man, I never had the front end went out, the ball joint went out. Johnny paid for that, fixed it. That wasn't but a couple $100, you know, for the top control arm, the bottom control arm, the bottom ball joint and all that.
Yeah.
That was a couple of $100. One of the coilovers, you know, the coil goes on top of the spark plug on top of the engine. The spark plug is on top of the engine on this Jeep V6. Top of the engine, and they got a coil that pops down over the spark plug. They call it a coilover or a coil pack. That was $25 from O'Reilly's for the coil pack and the spark plug. I just went on there and put a new plug in it.
It makes sense, but what's his name? You talking to him? What? Who was supposed to bring you the car? Who was it?
Bring me a car?
Yeah. Who was supposed to give you that car that you wanted from New York?
Scott Keller, Mr. Briggs.
Yeah, that was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, well, he's still waiting on the clear title for it because he paid for that car. He bought that car new. And his credit union got bought out or merged with a bank. And he never got the clear title after it was paid off. The car's been paid off from 2011 to 2000. And you think in 13 years that car ain't been paid off? Yeah. It's been paid off.
Well, I don't see why you don't have a clear title for it yet. I don't know what's going on.
Because of that, he never continued on the pursuit of it, you know, because it was wrecked. It's been set in 3 years. I mean, he ran it and drove it around, you know, around the block, but that was it. I mean, it only got 78,000 miles on it.
By the time it comes to you, it'll have 80,000 miles probably.
No, it's going to be hauled on a transport.
Oh, okay.
That's $1,100 right there just to haul it.
I mean, honestly, they don't have. I would go to a junkyard, get a junk. I would just in the meantime look around for just a junker that, because you're not going to go far, a couple of miles here, a couple of miles there. I'd pay $50, $100 for, even if it's a crap car, just something that gets you from A to B.
Oh,
You know?
dude, you ain't gonna find that for. And you buy something for $900 unless you know the people, you know.
Oh shit, that was somebody down here. It was like a 95 like Mitsubishi, runs good, and it was all rusted out, but it runs good. He was selling it for like $200.
Damn.
I guess because, I mean, if people really want to get rid of shit, they'll sell it for cheap. And if
Yeah,
somebody's
but
just
did it
looking
have
for a vehicle and they don't care for looks, they just went from point A to point B. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you'll hit like a haystack in the needle and find something that, it may be the ugliest car in the world, but if it gets you to your doctor's appointments and the grocery store, who cares? You know?
We did get a ride to our doctors. Our doctor. We see the same one. Our insurance covers rides. They picked Missy up an hour and a half early, hour and 45 minutes early. Well, you know, it's a 20-minute ride to the doctor, but she was there before. It was an hour and 45 minutes early. She got there. I got there. I think it was 10 minutes early before my appointment. So I was spot on. And then my ride gave her a ride back because she didn't have to wait another hour for her ride. My ride gave her a ride back.
It works out.
Deal, Lucille. Yeah, it worked out. Well, look, I'm jumping out of here. So do your outro. I'm jumping out. I'm hungry.
I appreciate you having me. Yeah, I was gonna do a stream tonight, but I don't. I'll do one tomorrow. I don't get off till 9:30. I probably won't be home till about 10 o'clock. But I'll do one tomorrow, and then I'll try to do them, you know, here and there. But appreciate you having me on, of course, and everybody in the chat. And hopefully, I know I'm kind of kicked out the coin community. It's self-appointed and whatever, but, you know, hopefully I get some more of the coin people back in, or hodgepodge or whatnot, and all that good stuff. But like I said, appreciate you having me up, sending me the link, and hope everybody in chat has a great night. And go follow Grumpy Grandpa, because why not, right? He's going to go loud and break machines. I got to do that video. I might do that video after this. I got to do that video. Oh, let me show you the bill. Hold on. Where did I put the bill? Let me show you real fast. Let me turn on the light. Of course, it's a different setting, so no more blue curtains because I left them at the other place. But there's the bill. I got it at a casino. It came out of the thing. 0054.
Oh yeah, 00548. Did you run that on my currency collections? Currency.
I forgot. No, I forgot. I'm gonna do that after this, but I'm gonna post the video, so hopefully all y'all watch the video because I need watch hours.
What's that?
Shafted, huh?
What's that number on that? 003? No, 0054.
Yeah.
8100. Store. 54810. Okay.
Yes, I am, Zanron.
I'm gonna look it up too. I'm a little curious about that one. But it's got some creases and wrinkles, and it's well loved, but it's all right.
Yeah, it came right out that when I went to the casino last week, it cashed out, and you know, yeah, I had till the 10th, but I moved out early, so I got a bonus. But yeah, I already, all my stuff's in boxes still, so I can't tell you where. Well, I mean, I got my Sperry thing. I got the Sperry box over here. And this son of a bitch, has got all the coins in it. This thing weighs 30 pounds. But I was finding stuff like the Germany coin and like.
Oh yeah.
Like I was finding like all kinds of stuff. I found the steel pennies. Somebody made me that. I guess the pendant. And I put the gold backs in here. I put all kinds of stuff. The whole thing's filled with coins. The whole box almost is filled with coins. I just had to throw everything, and then I put everybody's stickers in here, and stuff like that.
I got a bunch of stickers I gotta go through. I gotta find a squirrel sticker. I can't find it. All right, everybody. Hey, Phil guy, appreciate you coming on. Everybody in the chat.
Well,
Yeah, nickel stacking basketball guru. What's up? What's happening?
everybody's coming in. You're like that. They do that to me. I'll go to end my stream, and I'll get like 2 or 3 people in, and I'm like, well, we're getting ready to end the stream. But
so yeah,
yeah,
you caught us at the tail end, nickel stacking. Sorry about that. I'm an hour and 15 minutes over my time.
Everybody go follow Grumpy Grandpa Zanron. He's at work breaking machines. He'll break the vending machine if you go follow him. How about that?
Zanron, good seeing you. Good seeing everybody in the panel tonight. The Smoky Ribs Barbecue, Russ Jones.
We got Grumpy up here. That's an accomplishment.
We got Grumpy Stack Tires up here. Grumpy Stacks, Doug Stacks. Got him up here tonight for the 3rd time, I think. David Carlisle, good seeing you tonight, man. I did send you a link before it started, but
David is everywhere.
So it's my sniper, man. So
yeah.
All right, everybody, y'all know the routine. It's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. We'll catch y'all later. Aplita.
See y'all later.